Imagine a cream so silky and flavorful that it transforms any dessert into a masterpiece. This pomegranate and lemon cream does just that. Perfect for filling cakes, topping cupcakes, and creating stunning decorations, it strikes the perfect balance between sweetness and citrus freshness. Stay with me, and I'll show you exactly how to make it. It's easier than you think. Plus, in this video, you'll find many different creams for all kinds of desserts and cakes. Before we start, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your country, and share this recipe with your friends. Let's make magic in the kitchen together. First step, cut 4 pomegranates and 3 lemons. Then squeeze the fruit. You will need a total of 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of pomegranate and lemon juice. You can also substitute pomegranates with mandarins or oranges. It will be delicious in both cases. Prepare a saucepan in which you add 50 g, 1/3 cup, of cornstarch and half a cup of sugar, which is equivalent to 100 g, half a cup, along with a little pomegranate and lemon juice. Pass it through a fine sieve to remove pomegranate and lemon bits or seeds. Mix a little. I also tell you that you can add a smaller amount of sugar or substitute it with brown sugar or a sweetener. Add 4 medium whole eggs and mix again. Now add all the pomegranate and lemon juice to the saucepan with the eggs and stir very well. The cornstarch acts as a thickening agent, while the eggs provide creaminess and smoothness to the preparation. It is important to note that you have the option to substitute the cornstarch with 100 g, 3/4 cup, of all-purpose flour and that the eggs can be omitted. Take the saucepan to the heat and optionally add a teaspoon of vanilla extract or lemon essence. Without stopping stirring, boil the cream for 3 to 4 minutes or until it thickens very well. Pomegranate is appreciated worldwide for its unique flavor and health benefits. Pomegranates are one of the richest fruits in antioxidants. Regular consumption of pomegranates has been linked to lower blood pressure. Pomegranates contain anti-inflammatory compounds that can help reduce inflammation in the body. Lemons are an excellent source of vitamin C, which is essential for the immune system and healthy skin. It is important to remember that both pomegranates and lemons can lose some of their nutritional properties and health benefits when boiled or exposed to high temperatures. Transfer the cream to a heat-resistant bowl, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it cool completely. First, let it come to room temperature and then store it in the refrigerator. The next step would be to add the chilled and hardened citrus cream. But first, beat it in a separate bowl to give it a bit of creaminess. Once the cream is cold and smooth, continue with the recipe. Add 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of very cold heavy cream and beat it for 1 minute or until you achieve soft peaks. I use ambient Puratos cream. This cream may have different names depending on the region and country, such as heavy cream, whipping cream, or chantilly cream. The names may vary by location, but in general, they refer to the same whipped dairy cream preparation. When the heavy cream is firm, start gradually adding the citrus cream and beat until you obtain a firm, smooth, and thick cream. Now beat everything together to integrate well for 1 or 2 minutes, and it's ready. This cream can be made a day in advance. This cream holds up very well for 5 days in the refrigerator. This cream is perfect for filling sheet cakes, pastries, tarts, cupcakes, and individual glasses in several layers combined with different flavors. You can also use it to make a delicious layered ice cream with cookies. This cream is not suitable for covering cakes with fondant. However, if instead of adding the heavy cream, you add unsalted butter at room temperature and beat it until creamy, then yes, it will be suitable for covering cakes with fondant. I use Wilton's large nozzle number 1E and nozzle number 1M. Personally, I love these 2 nozzles. They are amazing. As you can see, the cream holds very well in a piping bag. This quantity will be enough to fill and cover a 20 centimeters, 8-inch, diameter and 10 centimeters, 4-inch, high cake, plus an additional beautiful decoration. I hope you make this cream. It is delicious, economical, and very, very easy to make. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. This 100% apple cream is a delicious and fresh cream that will captivate your palate with its apple flavor and aroma. Once you try it, you won't be able to resist it. A good cream is essential for our homemade sweet creations. And this apple cream is perfect for filling sheet cakes, pastries, tarts, cupcakes, profiteroles, or even for filling individual cups, making ice creams, and creating delicious desserts in just a few minutes. Today we're making a delicious apple cream, a healthy fruit that offers many benefits for our health. First step, clean and cut into small pieces 5 large apples and set them aside for now. Prepare a pot or a pan and place it on the stove. Add the chopped apples and let them heat up a little. Now add the juice of half a lemon, about 50 milliliters, 1.7 fluid ounces, while it continues boiling over medium heat. Optionally, add a teaspoon of erythritol or another type of sweetener and stir occasionally. Let them boil for 2 minutes. The amount of apples I use is 800 grams, 1.76 pounds, that is, the 5 large peeled and chopped apples weighed 800 grams, 1.76 pounds. Mash the apples like this if you want larger chunks. Or like this, until you achieve a kind of apple puree. Remove the pot from the heat and to the hot apple puree, add a little milk. Add 3 egg yolks. This step is optional. If you don't want to or can't add egg yolk, you can skip it. Add 100 g, 3.5 ounces, of all-purpose flour, mix again, and add the other part of the milk. The amount of milk I use in total is 300 milliliters, 10 fluid ounces. This can be hot or cold. If you want to substitute wheat flour for cornstarch, the amount would be 50 grams, 1.8 ounces, of cornstarch. Return the pot to the heat, add a teaspoon of vanilla essence, and without stopping stirring, boil the cream until it thickens well. Now transfer the apple cream to a container or a heat-safe bowl. Cover the cream with plastic wrap and let it cool for a minimum of 2 hours. First, let it come to room temperature, and then store it in the fridge. Next step, add 500 milliliters, 17 fluid ounces, of very cold heavy cream and beat it for 3 minutes. The next step is to add the already chilled and firm apple cream. But first, beat it in a separate bowl to make it a bit creamy, and then add it to the whipped cream. When the whipped cream is firm, gradually add the apple cream and beat until you get a firm, smooth, and thick cream. This cream can be made a day in advance. This cream keeps very well for 5 days in the fridge. This cream is perfect for filling sheet cakes, pastries, tarts, cupcakes, profiteroles. Individual cups in several layers combined with different flavors. And it's also great for making delicious ice cream with cookies in layers or in individual cups. This cream is not suitable for filling or covering fondant cakes, nor for multi-tiered fondant cakes. This quantity will be enough to fill and cover a cake of 15 or 18 centimeters, 6 or 7 inches, in diameter and 10 centimeters, 4 inches, high. As you can see, the cream pipes very well with a pastry bag. It's firm and perfect. I hope you make this cream. It's delicious, economical, and very, very easy to make. So don't hesitate to include this delicious fruit in your daily diet and make this firm and perfect cream for your desserts. They can also be used to make compotes, jams, and sauces that can be used in many different recipes. In summary, apples are a healthy and delicious fruit that offers many benefits for our health. With many different types to choose from and the versatility of using them in baking, they are an excellent addition to any balanced diet and any baking recipe. Here I'll show you how to make some delicious ice creams using this exquisite apple cream. To start, add a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and mix well to incorporate. Then transfer the cream to a pastry bag and fill some plastic cups with it. Place a stick in each cup and freeze them for several hours so they freeze and get the right texture. Enjoy this refreshing homemade dessert anytime. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. Today I bring you a beloved recipe in the world of baking, especially useful in humid and hot climates. The heat-resistant American buttercream. American buttercream is a very popular buttercream in baking due to its smoothness, versatility, and ease of preparation. This version strengthened with meringue powder is ideal for warm climates because it holds its shape and texture even at high temperatures. Perfect for decorating and filling cakes, this buttercream can be customized with various flavors and colors, making each creation unique and delicious. American buttercream has its roots in traditional American baking, created as a simpler, quicker alternative to the more complex European buttercreams. American buttercream gained popularity for its smooth texture and ability to remain stable in a variety of climates. The inclusion of meringue powder in this modern version provides extra stability, making it a preferred option for cake decorators around the world, especially in hot and humid climates. I'd be very happy if you write to me and let me know which country you're watching from as I start the recipe. Here are the benefits and contributions of each ingredient in the cream. I will be using 1 cup, 200 grams of margarine. Margarine is more stable at room temperature and in warm climates, helping the cream maintain its shape and texture. It provides a smooth and manageable texture, making the decoration work easier. 1 cup, 200 grams, of butter. Butter provides a rich and creamy flavor that is difficult to match with other ingredients. 1 cup, 200 grams, of vegetable shortening. Vegetable shortening is highly stable and heat-resistant, which improves the durability and resilience of the cream in warm climates. Meringue powder helps stabilize the buttercream, allowing it to hold its shape and texture for longer, even in warm climates. Start by creaming the shortening, margarine, and butter at medium-high speed, beating until smooth and lump-free. The fats should be at room temperature. American buttercream is believed to have originated in the United States as a simpler alternative to European-style buttercreams, which often require cooking and can be more labor-intensive. Unlike the Swiss or Italian meringue buttercreams that involve heating sugar and egg whites, American buttercream emerged as a more straightforward option, using just butter and powdered sugar. This made it accessible for home bakers and quickly became popular due to its simplicity and versatility. Add the powdered sugar in 2 parts. I use 4 cups, 400 grams, but if you prefer a sweeter and more stable cream, you can increase the amount up to 6 cups, 600 grams. If you like my video, I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. Scrape down the sides of the bowl, add a generous teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons, 20 grams, of meringue powder. Beat until fully combined. This frosting is very resilient and can be kept at room temperature for extended periods or refrigerated. If you want a softer consistency, you can adjust the buttercream by adding a little water or milk. This cream can be customized with jams, extracts, nuts, chocolate, pure cocoa, Nutella, dulce de leche, and much more. You can tint it any shade using gel food coloring. Next, I'll show you how to add large amounts of color without changing the texture of the cream. It remains just as firm, shiny, and perfect. Thanks to the amount of vegetable fats, this cream holds its shape perfectly even in warm conditions. Try making this cream and tell me your results in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with all my new videos. You can support me by sharing my videos on your social networks. Remember, during hot weather, it's essential not to expose cakes to direct sunlight for long periods. Although this cream is heat resistant, it's important to take extra precautions. Displaying cakes in a cool place will always be an advantage and help maintain their quality and presentation. One curious fact is that during the 20th century, as baking at home gained popularity across the US, recipes that could withstand various climates were needed, especially in warmer southern states. Bakers began experimenting with ingredients like shortening and meringue powder to increase the stability of their buttercream, leading to the modern, heat-resistant version many use today. This adaptation allowed for beautifully decorated cakes that could hold their shape even during summer celebrations and outdoor events. American buttercream has an interesting journey tied to the evolution of home baking culture in the US. During the post-war era of the 1940s and 1950s, there was a boom in baking as it became a symbol of comfort and celebration in American households. With the rise of boxed cake mixes and the increasing popularity of homemade cakes for family gatherings, birthday parties, and holidays, bakers sought out an easy-to-make frosting that could be prepared with readily available ingredients. One fun fact is that early recipes for American buttercream were often published in community cookbooks and shared among neighbors. This frosting quickly became a household staple because it didn't require any cooking or complex techniques, just butter, powdered sugar, and a little milk or cream. The simplicity of the recipe meant that anyone, even beginners, could whip up a smooth, sweet frosting that was perfect for spreading or piping. The buttercream gained further fame as it adapted to include new ingredients. For example, adding vegetable shortening became common in warm states like Florida or Texas to ensure that cakes could endure the heat during outdoor picnics or celebrations. This led to the creation of the heat-resistant version that we know today, showcasing how American ingenuity in baking was influenced by both practicality and a love for desserts that could withstand every occasion. Thank you so much for joining me today and learning how to make this heat-resistant American buttercream. I hope you enjoyed the recipe and all the tips I shared. Remember, baking is all about experimenting and adding your personal touch, so don't be afraid to get creative with flavors and colors. If you try this recipe, please let me know how it turns out in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. Buttercream, also known as buttercream frosting, is a fundamental preparation in pastry, originating from European cuisine. Over time, the recipe has evolved and diversified, adapting to the tastes and preferences of different culinary cultures. I will now show you how to prepare this delicious and stable buttercream. I would be very happy if you write to me and tell me which country you are watching from as I begin the recipe. Buttercream with condensed milk is made in a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning 1 part butter and 1 part condensed milk. Ingredients: 250 g unsalted butter, 82% fat, 8.8 ounces. Remove the butter from the fridge and let it sit at room temperature until it is soft but not melted, meaning at a spreadable consistency. This is the texture it should have. Prepare 250 g of sweetened condensed milk, 8.8 ounces. Make sure to use sweetened condensed milk for baking and not the condensed milk used to sweeten coffee. Start a timer. Place the butter in a large bowl and use an electric mixer at high speed. Beat the butter for 12 to 15 minutes until it turns white and increases in volume. Buttercream, with its rich history and multiple applications, remains a favorite in world pastry. Whether you are decorating a cake for a special occasion or simply enjoying a cupcake at home, this versatile cream will surely elevate any dessert. It is a perfect base for fondant, often used as a base layer before applying fondant to cakes. It helps the fondant adhere better and provides a smooth surface. One of the most common uses of buttercream is as a frosting for cakes. It can be easily smoothed for a clean finish or textured to achieve different decorative effects. Start the timer again and add the condensed milk in a thin stream while continuing to beat at medium-high speed. Mix until you obtain a smooth, stable, shiny, and delicious cream. Buttercream is ideal for filling cake layers. Its creamy texture and ability to hold its shape make it perfect for this purpose. It is very popular in cupcake decoration, as it can be piped using different nozzles to create beautiful designs such as rosettes, stars, flowers, leaves, and other motifs. It is perfect for applying edible rice paper toppers, fondant decorations, or chocolate embellishments. Its ability to keep decorations in place without melting or collapsing is invaluable. In addition to its use in cakes and cupcakes, buttercream can also be used in other desserts such as tarts, eclairs, or macarons. Buttercream can be tinted in different colors and flavored with a variety of essences and flavors, allowing for great customization. For example, add fresh strawberry puree or strawberry essence to the mix for a delicious fruity flavor. Incorporate lemon zest and a bit of lemon juice for a citrusy and refreshing taste. Dissolve instant coffee in a small amount of hot water and add it to the mixture for a coffee touch. This buttercream recipe is versatile and easy to customize, perfect for giving a special touch to your baking creations. Try different flavors and enjoy a delicious and smooth buttercream. Look at the perfect texture of this cream. I have beaten it for a long time, and as you can see, it does not split. This cream is made with regular butter containing 82% fat. Now I want to show you how to achieve a deep red color, one of the most difficult colors to obtain in baking. First, I separate a small amount of buttercream and add a generous amount of gel food coloring. Then, I mix well and let the mixture rest for a few minutes. After that, I add more coloring and mix again. To achieve a strong red, it is necessary to add a large amount of gel food coloring, mix, let it rest, and repeat the process until the desired shade is obtained. Buttercream can be stored in the refrigerator for at least a week. It also stays perfect for several hours outside the fridge if it is not too hot or exposed to direct sunlight. In winter, leave the butter out of the fridge the night before. In summer, 1 or 2 hours beforehand will be enough. If you are not going to use it immediately, you can freeze it. When needed, let it thaw in the fridge, then leave it at room temperature for at least an hour and beat it again to restore its creaminess. Buttercream, with its unique history and multiple applications, continues to be a favorite in world pastry. Whether you are decorating a cake for a special occasion or simply enjoying a cupcake at home, this versatile cream will surely elevate any dessert. You can support me by sharing my videos on your social media accounts. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. In this recipe for extra firm apricot cream, you'll discover a delicious and flavorful option to impress your guests with a touch of freshness and natural sweetness. Apricots, known for their incredible taste and rich supply of vitamins and antioxidants, are the stars of this cream, which stands out for its firm consistency and ability to be shaped into beautiful decorations, such as delicate roses using a piping bag. The combination of almond milk and egg yolks creates a smooth and silky texture with the added benefit of being extra firm, allowing you to shape and structure your creations without them feeling too heavy. It's an excellent alternative for those looking for healthier options or who have dietary restrictions. This apricot cream is very versatile and adapts to a wide variety of preparations. You can use it to fill your favorite cakes, add a special touch to your cupcakes, or enjoy it in these tartlets. You can even create layered desserts in individual cups, alternating with other flavors to make unique and visually stunning treats. The preparation is straightforward and quick. You don't need to complicate things to achieve a delicious result and an ideal consistency for decorating with a piping bag. Follow the steps in detail, and you'll be ready to delight your guests with an extra firm apricot cream they'll love. So, give this exquisite option a try and discover how the smooth flavor and texture of apricots can elevate your desserts to the next level. Get ready to receive compliments and become the star chef of pastry making with this extra firm apricot cream. Cut into cubes 10 ripe apricots, 500 g/1.1 pounds, and set them aside for now. Ripe apricots are a fruit rich in vitamins and offer several health benefits. They are an excellent source of vitamin C, which helps strengthen the immune system, supports skin health, and acts as an antioxidant, protecting the body against free radical damage. Prepare a saucepan and place it on the stove. Add 50 g, 3.5 tablespoons, of butter and melt it slightly. I use unsalted butter, but you can also use salted butter if that's what you have. Add the chopped apricots, stirring occasionally, and let them cook on low heat for 1 minute. Then, add 2 tablespoons of sugar and the juice of half a lemon, 40 milliliters / 1.35 fluid ounces. Stir again and let it simmer for another minute. Remove the saucepan from the heat. Prepare 300 milliliters, 1¼ cups, of almond milk. You can also use whole milk or skim milk as alternatives. Blend the mixture until you obtain a smooth apricot puree. Next, to the warm apricot puree, add a little almond milk and mix well. Incorporate 3 egg yolks to thicken and give the mixture a creamy texture, as well as 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Add 100 g, 3/4 cup, of flour and mix thoroughly. The flour acts as a thickening agent, while the egg yolks contribute to the creaminess and smoothness of the preparation. Note that you can substitute the flour with 50 g, 6 tablespoons, of cornstarch, and the egg yolks can be omitted if necessary. Add the remaining almond milk and mix again. Return the saucepan to the heat and, without stopping stirring, bring the cream to a boil until it thickens very well. Once it has thickened, pour the apricot cream into a heat-safe container. Cover the cream with plastic wrap and let it cool for at least 4 hours or overnight. First, let it cool to room temperature and then store it in the refrigerator. Next, beat the chilled and firm apricot cream in a separate bowl to give it some creaminess, then add whipped cream. For this step, use 250 milliliters, 1 cup, of very cold heavy whipping cream. Depending on the region and country, this cream may have different names, such as heavy cream, whipping cream, or double cream. Beat it for 3 minutes or until the cream is firm. Then incorporate the apricot cream and continue beating until you achieve a firm, smooth, and thick cream. You can prepare this cream a day in advance, and it keeps very well in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. This amount will be enough to fill and cover a cake 15 to 18 centimeters, 6 to 7 inches, in diameter and 10 centimeters, 4 inches, high, or to decorate 24 cupcakes with tall rosette decorations. As you can see, this cream holds its shape very well with a piping bag, has a firm consistency, an impressive color, and a flawless appearance. I hope you feel inspired to try this delicious and economical cream because it's very easy to prepare and full of flavor. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. Today, we are preparing a sugar-free dessert in just 5 minutes, super creamy and full of flavor. This dessert is perfect for decorating cupcakes, filling cakes, enjoying by the spoonful, or turning into a delicious ice cream. I would be very happy if you write to me from which country you are watching while I start with the recipe. First step, peel and cut 3 bananas. For this recipe, I use 8 Ferrero Rocher chocolates. If you don't have them, you can substitute them with Nutella or melted chocolate and hazelnut cream. Transfer the bananas and chocolates to a food processor and blend until you get a smooth and homogeneous puree. Add 60 grams, half a cup, of cornstarch and 250 milliliters, 1 cup of milk. I use whole milk, but you can use any type of milk you prefer. Blend again until you obtain a liquid paste. If you prefer, you can substitute the cornstarch with 120 grams, 1 cup, of all-purpose flour. The next step is optional. Add 4 egg yolks. If you don't like them or can't use eggs, you can omit them without any problem. Personally, I love the texture that the yolks bring to the cream, but as I mentioned, they can be omitted. The cornstarch acts as a thickener and is sufficient. If your intention is to use the mixture for piping decorations, strain the mixture with Ferrero Rocher to ensure it is very fine and free of lumps. Save the almond pieces that remain in the strainer and, after straining the entire mixture, stir very well. Transfer the saucepan to the stove, add the juice of half a lemon, and cook over medium heat. Boil for 2 minutes or until the cream thickens very well. Transfer the cream to a heat-proof bowl, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it cool completely. First, let it reach room temperature, then store it in the fridge. Add the chilled and thickened banana cream, but first, beat it in a separate bowl to give it some creaminess. You can support me by sharing my tutorials on your social media accounts. Add add 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of very cold heavy cream and whip it for 1 minute or until soft peaks form. I use Ferrero's ambient vegetable cream. This cream may have different names depending on the region and country, such as heavy cream, whipped cream, or chantilly cream. The names may vary depending on the place, but in general, they refer to the same preparation. When the cream is almost firm, start gradually adding the banana cream, whipping until you get a firm, smooth, and thick mixture. Beat everything together for 1 or 2 more minutes to fully integrate the ingredients, and that's it. You can prepare this cream a day in advance, and it keeps very well in the fridge for up to 5 days. It is ideal for filling sponge cakes, pastries, tarts, cupcakes, or serving in individual cups layered with different flavors. You can also use it to make a delicious ice cream. However, this cream is not suitable for covering fondant cakes. But if instead of adding heavy cream, you add unsalted butter at room temperature and whipped, I assure you it will work for covering cakes with fondant. This cream is enough to fill and cover a 20 centimeters, 8-inch, cake with a height of 10 centimeters, 4 inches, and also allows for beautiful decoration. For decoration, I use large piping tips 1E, 336, and 1M from Wilton. Personally, I love these 3 tips, they are fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell to stay up to date with all my new videos. As you can see, the cream pipes beautifully with a piping bag. Also, check out my other videos. It is important for the growth of the channel. I hope you are encouraged to make this banana and Ferrero Rocher cream with no added sugar. It is delicious, economical, and very easy to make. How often do you find bananas in the fruit bowl that your kids refuse to eat just because they've ripened a little too much? This happens quite often in my house too, and I don't like wasting food. That's why I always try to give overripe bananas a second chance. Today, I bring you an amazing, budget-friendly, and super easy recipe. This is a delicious, sugar-free banana cream that you can use to fill cakes, sponge rolls, decorate cupcakes, and make individual desserts and pastries. If you add ripe strawberries, you'll give it an extra touch of flavor and freshness. One of the best things about this banana cream is that you can mix it with any other flavor to make your desserts even more unique. In Spain, the larger variety is called banana, while the smaller, sweeter, and more delicious one is known as Plátano de Canarias. In Venezuela, it's called camber. In many Central American countries, it's known as banana or banano, and in Cuba, it's called guineo. Learning how to make this delicious banana and strawberry filling for cakes is very simple, just follow these detailed steps. First, clean and slice 3 ripe bananas. Then take 250 g 8.8 ounces of ripe strawberries, wash them well, remove the leaves, and cut off any damaged parts. Set everything aside for now. Prepare a saucepan or skillet and place it on the stove. Add 50 g 1.8 ounces of butter and let it melt slightly. I use unsalted butter, but if you don't have any, you can use salted butter instead. Add the sliced bananas and strawberries, stirring occasionally. Now, add the juice of half a lemon, 30 milliliters 1 fluid ounce, while it continues to simmer over medium heat. Let it boil for about 2 minutes. The total weight of the bananas and strawberries I used is 600 g 21.2 ounces, the peeled and chopped bananas, plus 250 g 8.8 ounces of strawberries. Remove the saucepan from the heat and blend the hot banana and strawberry puree using an immersion blender, food processor, or a fork. Add a bit of milk, stir, and then mix in 3 egg yolks along with 60 g 2.1 ounces of cornstarch, corn flour. Stir well until fully combined and then add the remaining milk to reach a total of 300 milliliters 10 fluid ounces, which can be either cold or warm. Add a generous teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix. Return the saucepan to the stove and stir constantly until the cream thickens completely. The egg yolks add a lot of creaminess to the recipe, but they can be omitted if necessary. The cornstarch can also be replaced with 120 g 4.2 ounces of all-purpose flour. At this point, let the cream boil for 30 more seconds, then turn off the heat. Transfer the cream to another container, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it cool for at least 2 hours. First, allow it to reach room temperature, then store it in the refrigerator for several hours or overnight. Next, take the chilled and firm banana strawberry cream. But before using it, beat it in a separate bowl to restore some creaminess, then add it to the whipped cream. Now, add 500 milliliters 17 fluid ounces of very cold heavy cream for whipping. You can use vegetable-based cream, like the one I use, or dairy-based whipping cream. Depending on your country or region, this type of cream may be called heavy cream, whipping cream, or thick cream. Whip it for about 3 minutes or until the cream is firm. Finally, incorporate the banana strawberry cream and continue beating until you achieve a smooth, thick, and stable consistency. You can prepare this cream a day in advance and store it in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. This quantity is enough to fill and cover a 20 centimeters 8-inch cake that is 10 centimeters 4 inches tall. However, it is not suitable for covering cakes with fondant. I used this cream to make individual dessert cups. At the end of the video, I'll show you the step-by-step process and how to use leftovers to create a beautiful dessert. used piping tips 353 and 1M by Wilton. As you can see, the cream holds its shape very well when piped. I hope you try making this cream. It's delicious, budget-friendly, and incredibly easy to make. Here, I want to show you how I used this banana and strawberry cream to create delicious desserts in no time. I divided the banana strawberry cream into 2 parts and added chocolate ganache to one of them. I mixed it well and transferred both creams into piping bags. I prepared 5 250 milliliters 8.5 fluid ounces dessert cups and placed a layer of leftover sponge cake pieces from previous recipes. You can also use cookies. I soaked the sponge cake with syrup and added a generous layer of cream, then topped it with dark and white chocolate ganache. I added another layer of sponge cake, moistened it again with syrup, and added another generous layer of banana strawberry cream. I smoothed each cup with a spatula or spoon and covered the cream with crushed sponge cake. Then, I decorated the cups by making fun little faces with chocolate, adding details like ears and bows. If you do this with your kids, they'll love the results. I hope you find my tips useful, that you try this delicious cream, and that you use it to create these desserts or experiment with your own ideas. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. You can also support me by sharing my videos on your social media accounts. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. Let's learn how to prepare the classic Diplomate Cream with an enriched raspberry version. This delicious combination of pastry cream, raspberries, and whipped cream results in a light, airy cream, famous for its versatility, delicate flavor, and perfect consistency. This preparation is ideal for filling and decorating tarts, profiteroles, eclairs, and cake layers. It's also an excellent option to add an elegant touch to cupcakes, mousses, and other pastry creations. I'll show you how to decorate using a piping bag in transparent cups. This will allow you to appreciate how this cream maintains its perfect shape, even when applying large quantities. You'll also be able to observe its firm and versatile texture, ideal for achieving impeccable decorations on cakes and other preparations. This recipe is ideal for those seeking professional results as well as those who wish to surprise with their homemade creations. Its ease of adaptation to various preparations and its ability to maintain its shape and flavor make it indispensable in pastry making. Discover the secrets of this classic cream with a touch of raspberries and give a special twist to your creations. With a delicate touch of raspberries and the unmistakable flavor of egg yolks, this cream is a true delight on its own and elevates any dessert to the next level. It's the ideal choice for your desserts. If you're looking for a cream that combines firmness, flavor, and versatility, this recipe will be your best ally. Its impeccable consistency and durability make it an essential basic for both professional and homemade pastry making. I'd love to know which country you're watching from as I start preparing this delicious recipe. I'll start the recipe by preparing the raspberry jam. I'll place 500 g, 2 cups, of frozen raspberries in a saucepan and add 1/3 cup, 80 milliliters, of water. I'll cover the saucepan and let the mixture boil over medium heat for 2 or 3 minutes, allowing the raspberries to break down and release their juice. I'll remove the saucepan from the heat and crush the raspberries until a thick puree is obtained. This step is optional, both crushing the raspberries and the following step, which consists of passing the puree through a sieve, as I will do. I mention this because, depending on the use you give your cream, you can choose to leave the seeds or even the raspberry pieces in the puree. In my case, I'm going to strain it to show you a finer finish in the cream, ideal for decorating with a piping bag without the risk of the seeds getting stuck, which could affect a perfect decoration. I'll strain the puree directly into the same saucepan where I'll prepare and boil the cream. Add 6 large egg yolks and 1 cup, 200 g, of granulated sugar. Mix lightly to combine. Then incorporate half a cup, 4 tablespoons, of all-purpose flour and mix again until a homogeneous mass is obtained. While stirring, gradually add 2 cups, 500 milliliters, of whole milk, either cold or hot, making sure to fully incorporate it before adding more. Once you have incorporated all the milk, return the saucepan to the stove. Cook over medium heat, stirring constantly, until the cream boils and thickens completely. The cream should have a thick, smooth, shiny texture with no lumps. Once ready, transfer it to another container and cover it with plastic wrap in direct contact with the surface to prevent a crust from forming. Let it cool at room temperature and then refrigerate until ready to use. This pastry cream will be ready to use in your Diplomate Cream recipe or in any dessert you want to fill or decorate. Take the pastry cream out of the refrigerator and beat it lightly to give it a smoother and creamier texture, making sure to remove any lumps. You will see that it becomes perfectly homogeneous after this step. I'll show you 2 types of whipping cream, one of plant origin and the other of animal origin. In this recipe, I'll use 2 cups, 500 milliliters, of plant-based whipping cream, but you can choose the one you prefer or the brand you usually use. Pour the cream into a bowl and beat at medium-high speed until stiff peaks form. Incorporate the pastry cream into the whipped cream in several batches. Beat at medium-high speed after each addition until fully incorporated. Repeat this process with the rest of the pastry cream until you have a homogeneous, smooth, and voluminous mixture. The result will be a light, stable Diplomate cream, perfect for decorating or filling any dessert. Its texture is firm and manageable, ideal for a wide variety of uses in pastry making. The result will be a light, stable Diplomate cream, perfect for decorating or filling any dessert. Its texture is firm and manageable, ideal for a great variety of uses in pastry making. In my demonstrations I always use the big number 3 nozzle, the Wilton 1M nozzle and the Big 1E nozzle so that you can appreciate how these tools enhance the final presentation of your decorations. This cream is delicious and versatile, ideal for filling layer cakes, tarts of several layers, or to create individual desserts in glasses, combining it with cookies and fresh fruit. The Raspberry Diplomate Cream is incredibly versatile in pastry making. You can use it as a filling for cakes and pastries, providing a fresh and fruity flavor that combines perfectly with vanilla, chocolate, or almond cakes. It is also ideal for decorating with a pastry bag thanks to its firm and airy texture, perfect for cupcakes, tarts, and individual desserts. It is excellent for assembling desserts in glasses, alternating layers of cream with cookies, cakes, or fresh fruit. In addition, it works as a sophisticated filling for profiteroles, eclairs, or millefeuilles, and as a gourmet accompaniment for fresh fruit. You can also integrate it into mousses or semi-freddos, achieving more complex and visually attractive desserts. You can substitute the raspberries for other fruits such as strawberries, blueberries, mango, passion fruit, or peaches, adapting the flavor according to your preferences. The procedure is the same. Prepare a puree with the chosen fruit and combine it with the whipped cream to personalize your Diplomate Cream. Surprise everyone with this exquisite Raspberry Diplomate Cream and add a unique touch to all your creations. Conquer everyone with its irresistible flavor and unmatched texture. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. In this video, we are going to make a truly special cream. I will guide you step by step to achieve that perfect, silky, and firm texture that makes this cream so unique. Additionally, I'll teach you how to color it with gel food coloring to personalize your creations and show you how to restore its smooth and creamy texture if it becomes too cold. For this recipe, I use simple, affordable ingredients that are easily accessible to everyone. This cream has a smooth, firm, and silky texture. Its consistency is stable, allowing rosettes and other decorative details to stay in place without crumbling or losing shape. This cream can be used as a filling for macarons and cakes, providing a sweet flavor and a delightful texture. It can also serve as a base for making truffles or bonbons, providing a rich and creamy interior texture. The Butterganache maintains its firmness without being frozen, just refrigerated. You can see how the rosettes and decorations don't crumble or shift when you turn the plate. This stability is a testament to its well-balanced consistency. The Butterganache handles very well with a piping bag. Its texture allows precise and controlled application, ideal for detailed and elegant decorations. I would be very happy if you could let me know from which country you're watching while I start this delicious recipe. Place 300 g, 10.5 ounces, of white chocolate in a heat-proof bowl. Add 150 milliliters, 5 fluid ounces, of cream or heavy whipping cream to the bowl with the chocolate. Place the bowl with the chocolate and cream inside a saucepan with warm water. Bring the saucepan to the stove and heat over low heat until the chocolate is almost melted and mixes well with the cream. As an alternative, you can also melt the chocolate and cream in a double boiler in the microwave, heating in short intervals of 30 seconds and stirring well between each interval to prevent the chocolate from burning. Once the chocolate and cream are completely melted and well combined, cover the surface of the mixture with plastic wrap, making sure the plastic touches the chocolate directly. Let it cool to room temperature until the mixture is warm but not completely cold. The mixture should have a honey-like texture. Transfer the mixture and add 250 g, 8.8 ounces, of unsalted butter at room temperature. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with all my new videos. Beat the mixture at medium speed until it acquires a creamy and homogeneous texture. You can support me by sharing my videos on your social media accounts. Make sure to scrape the sides of the bowl with a spatula to gather any pieces of butter that might have stuck to the edges. Beat at high speed until you achieve a perfect, smooth, and silky cream. The mixture should have a light and homogeneous texture, ideal for decorating and filling your desserts. If you like my video, I would be very happy if you subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. Now transfer the cream to a piping bag equipped with a nozzle. You'll see how well it holds its shape and how firm this delicious cream is, perfect for decorating your desserts with elegant and precise details. This cream can be stored in the refrigerator for up to a week. Before using it, let it rest at room temperature to regain its smooth texture. If necessary, lightly beat it again to restore its creamy consistency. Butterganache can be frozen for 2 to 3 months. Wrap the airtight container with additional plastic wrap to prevent freezer burn. To use it, defrost it in the refrigerator overnight and then at room temperature. If the texture has altered, beat it again to regain its smoothness. Next, I want to show you how firm this cream is. It's amazing. Observe how it holds its shape, how firm it is, and how perfectly the rosettes have formed using this beautiful nozzle. It's worth mentioning that this cream has only been refrigerated, not frozen. Thanks to its high chocolate and butter content, it hardens quickly when refrigerated. If you prefer a completely sugar-free cream, you can use sugar-free white chocolate. Here, I show you how the cream looks after 2 days in the refrigerator without being covered. I stored it exactly as you see it. I will take a portion of the cream, make a few rosettes, and put them in the microwave for a few seconds, just enough time to soften the cream and then mix it with a spatula. Another option is to soften the cream in a double boiler. Do this gradually, whether with small amounts or the entire cream, but always ensuring it doesn't melt excessively. I dyed the cream lemon yellow by adding a generous amount of gel coloring. This way, you can see that the cream maintains its texture without altering it. I mix well and set it aside for now. Next, I take another portion of cream and leave it a few more seconds in the microwave to show you how liquid it becomes if overheated, in case this happens to you, and how to fix it. I mix it well and let it rest until it reaches room temperature. Then, I continue working with other small portions and dye them in various colors. I mix the cream that was previously more liquid with some firmer cream to improve its consistency. After mixing well, I also add a generous amount of blue gel coloring. Depending on the shade of color you're looking for, you can add a generous amount like I did or just a little coloring. I prepare the nozzles I'm going to use to show you the texture the cream should have, and I select 5 large 1E nozzles. If you work in pastry or make cakes frequently, having several nozzles of the same size makes the work much easier. Nowadays, we're lucky to have access to and purchase nozzles at very affordable prices on various platforms like Temu. This is especially useful for decorating cakes like unicorn or vintage-style cakes, which are very trendy these days, where you need to have several nozzles ready with different cream colors. I prepare each nozzle with its respective piping bag and add the cream to each one. Here's the demonstration, as always in my tutorials, so you can see the perfect and firm texture of this cream, just like it was 2 days ago when it was freshly made. I hope I've explained myself well and that my tips help you in preparing this cream, dyeing it, and decorating with it. We'll use substitute chocolate, Purato's ambient cream, vegetable cream with 38% fat, and unsalted butter. These 3 ingredients will allow you to create an extra firm ganache resistant and perfect for any climate. You also have the option to use higher quality white chocolate, milk chocolate, or dark chocolate along with animal origin cream. If you decide to use milk or dark chocolate, it's important to adjust the amounts to achieve the desired texture for an extra firm and silky Butterganache using different types of chocolate. It's important to adjust the proportions since the cocoa content and consistency vary between white, milk, and dark chocolate. In the video description, I'll leave the necessary quantities for each type of chocolate so you can adapt them and always achieve the perfect texture. With this cream, you can make roses, ruffles, basket-style decorations, or even flowers using very large nozzles like the one I show below. I reuse the same cream, gather it all into the same piping bag, and show you how you could decorate cupcakes with a single application. These nozzles are often used to make zephyr flowers. On my channel, you'll find several step-by-step tutorials. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial, for sharing it, subscribing to my channel, and for your kind and motivating comments. In this video, I'll show you how to make a delicious and creamy chocolate frosting for your cakes and desserts. The best part? No heavy cream and no gelatin. This recipe uses simple, everyday ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen. We'll prepare this homemade chocolate cream using the double boiler method to achieve the perfect smooth and firm texture. Ideal for frosting, filling, and decorating cakes, cupcakes, and pastries. Don't miss this easy and fail-proof recipe. Impress your loved ones with this rich, chocolatey touch on your sweet creations. For whole eggs, 1 packet of vanilla sugar. Add 250 grams, 1 1/4 cups of sugar. Mix a little. One half teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 60 grams, 2/3 cup of pure cocoa powder. Choose a suitable saucepan and fill it with about 3 fingers of water. Bring it to a boil. The boiling water should not touch the bottom of the bowl. Place the bowl with the cream mixture over the saucepan with the hot water and start stirring constantly. This process will take about 8 to 10 minutes. If you don't have a thermometer, you'll have to test the temperature with your fingers. When it feels hot, not just warm, and very warm to the touch, remove the bowl from the double boiler. If you have a thermometer, the ideal temperature should be 68 to 70 degrees Celsius, 154 to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, set the bowl aside and let the cream cool completely at room temperature. "250 grams, 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons, of unsalted butter at room temperature. This is the texture it should have. Beat it for 2 minutes until it becomes creamy. At this point, start adding the cooled cocoa cream in 2 or 3 additions, beating after each addition. In the end, it will look smooth, glossy, creamy, and firm. This cream darkens even more the next day. You can store this cream in the fridge, well covered, for up to 7 days. I use Wilton piping tips 336, 353, and 1M. I hope you enjoyed this egg and butter cocoa cream recipe. It's a simple, smooth, and perfect cream. This recipe does not contain chocolate, heavy cream, or gelatin. It is a very firm cream that holds its shape perfectly when piped. On my channel, you can find many different creams for filling, covering, and decorating cakes, cupcakes, and all kinds of desserts. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. Today, we're making a rich and indulgent dark chocolate and Coca-Cola ganache, without cream and without condensed milk. Ganache is one of the most delicious and versatile chocolate creams you can use in baking. It's perfect as a filling, glaze, or decoration for cakes, pastries, and desserts. Before we start, remember that I always mention both measurement systems, European and American, so you don't have to worry about conversions. Start by adding a teaspoon of regular white sugar and 40 grams, 1.4 ounces, of honey to a saucepan. Prepare 100 milliliters, 3.4 fluid ounces, of Coca-Cola and set it aside for now. Heat the sugar and honey over medium-low heat for about 1 to 2 minutes, stirring carefully to avoid burning the caramel. Pour in the 100 milliliters, 3.4 fluid ounces, of Coca-Cola and let it boil for about 30 seconds. Then, remove it from the heat. Now, take 250 grams, 8.8 ounces, of dark chocolate. I use chocolate drops, but if you're using a chocolate bar, chop it into small pieces for easier melting. Pour the hot Coca-Cola caramel over the chocolate and let it sit for a few seconds. At first, when you start stirring, the mixture might look separated or curdled, but don't worry. As the chocolate melts, it will come together into a smooth, velvety cream. Add 50 grams, 1.8 ounces, of butter and continue stirring until everything is fully melted and you achieve a glossy, silky ganache. Let it rest at room temperature, covered with plastic wrap touching the surface, until it reaches your desired consistency. Look at this creamy texture. I let mine sit for an hour. This medium consistency ganache is ideal for filling cakes and desserts or for piping decorations. Now, I'll show you another use. I set aside a tablespoon of ganache, warmed it for a few seconds in the microwave, and look at that beautiful shine and drip. Perfect for decorating a drip cake. Once fully set, this ganache is also great for making delicious chocolate truffles. It stays stable at room temperature for at least 5 hours, and in the fridge, it lasts up to 2 weeks when properly covered. If it hardens, simply reheat it briefly in the microwave or use a double boiler, stirring well to restore its creamy texture. Ganache has been a staple in pastry making for over a century, known for its smooth, velvety texture and rich chocolate flavor. Traditionally made with cream, this version replaces it with Coca-Cola, creating a truly unique taste experience. What makes Coca-Cola such an interesting ingredient? Its signature blend of caramelized sugar, slight acidity, and subtle spice notes, like vanilla and cinnamon, enhances the depth of dark chocolate. The carbonation disappears during cooking, but it leaves behind a delicate sweetness and a hint of complexity that you won't find in classic ganache. The result? A glossy, silky smooth ganache with a slightly caramelized chocolate taste, a touch of unexpected richness, and just a whisper of that signature Coca-Cola aroma. It's perfect for those who love experimenting with flavors and want to surprise their guests with a ganache that's not only delicious but also one of a kind. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. Today we are going to prepare Italian meringue with butter and chocolate. This is one of the best buttercreams out there, and it is also the most widely used in the world of pastry, especially during the summer. Get ready to impress with this incredibly firm cream. Its consistency allows for flawless decoration using a piping bag. It is perfect for filling, covering, and adding a delicious touch to your cakes. It is delicious and adapts to a wide variety of desserts. First step, add 150 g, 5.3 ounces, of softened butter. This is the texture it should have. Beat it for 1 minute and set it aside for now. The butter I use is unsalted butter with 82% fat content. Margarine will not work for this recipe. Next step, place a saucepan over medium-high heat and add a full glass of sugar, which is 200 g, 1 cup, and less than half a glass of water, which is 70 milliliters, a quarter cup plus 1 tablespoon. Meanwhile, in the stand mixer bowl, add half a glass of egg whites, which is the whites of 3 eggs, and 1 packet of vanilla sugar, or 1 teaspoon of regular white sugar. As you can see, I set a timer. This way, I help you keep track of the time needed for each phase until we achieve this delicious Italian buttercream with chocolate. Also, keep in mind that if you decide to make a double batch, the time required for each phase will be slightly longer. Let the syrup boil over medium-high heat while also starting the mixer with the egg whites. This cream can be made perfectly with a hand mixer or a regular stand mixer. If you have a thermometer, the ideal temperature for the syrup is 115 to 118 degrees Celsius, 239 to 244 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer, here's a trick. Take a spatula, most have a small hole in them, dip it into the syrup, and blow strongly. If you see bubbles forming, your syrup is ready. Look at the texture of the syrup, it's already quite thick, almost like caramel. Add 1 teaspoon of lemon-flavored fruit salt, mix a little, and pour it in a thin stream into the whipping egg whites. If you don't have lemon-flavored fruit salt or don't like it, you can substitute it with 1 teaspoon of lemon juice added to the egg whites while they are whipping. Beat at high speed until you notice that the bowl is warm to the touch. This is how the Italian meringue should look, firm and glossy. In total, it takes 10 minutes for this quantity. At this stage, it is perfect for filling, covering, and decorating cakes, cupcakes, and many types of desserts if you want to use it as it is. But let's continue with the recipe. We are going to add butter and pure cocoa powder to transform it into an ideal chocolate cream that is heat resistant. That means a perfect Italian chocolate butter cream. Next step, add the softened butter. I show it this way because by beating and emulsifying the butter before adding it to the Italian meringue, you won't have to mix for too long, just a few minutes until it is fully incorporated. This is how the cream should look, perfect, glossy, firm, and delicious. The total time so far has been 13 minutes for this quantity. This cream holds up at room temperature for 5 hours or more. In fact, it is the most used cream in warm climates during the summer, as it is very resistant to heat and humidity. In the refrigerator, it lasts for 7 days, and you can even freeze it for up to 1 month without any issues. You can also add melted and cooled chocolate, flavorings, dulce de leche, caramel, or extracts. Now, I am going to add 5 heaping tablespoons of pure cocoa powder. I will mix at low speed for 1 to 2 minutes, just until fully incorporated. And that's it. This cream, freshly made, can be used to fill or frost cakes. However, if you want to decorate with a piping bag, here's my trick. Fill the piping bags and place them in the fridge to cool for a bit. Buttercream is usually very sensitive to heat due to the presence of butter, but when combined with Italian meringue, it gains greater stability. The meringue gives it a silky, light texture, allowing us to use less sugar. Despite containing a generous amount of butter, this cream does not have a greasy or buttery taste. On the contrary, it creates a stable and delicious frosting that pairs perfectly with cakes of various flavors. As you can see, this cream is incredibly useful, practical, and versatile. Try it out and let me know how it turned out. Don't forget to share this recipe on your social media so more people can enjoy authentic Italian meringue buttercream with chocolate. Subscribe for more sweet and delicious recipes. Today, we're making a creamy coffee dessert in a cup, a simple yet absolutely delicious treat that's ready in just 6 minutes. Start by adding 30 g, half a cup, of Nescafé instant coffee, 100 g, half a cup, of sugar, and 150 milliliters, 2/3 cup, of very cold water to a bowl. Mix briefly, then use a hand mixer to beat the mixture until it becomes fluffy and creamy. This process may take a few minutes. The mixture should double in volume and achieve a smooth, airy texture. Where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments. Now, in another bowl, add 400 milliliters, 1 3/4 cups, of very cold heavy cream. I use ambient Puratos, but you can use any you prefer. Beat the heavy cream until it becomes fluffy and firm. Make sure it's properly chilled before whipping for the best results. Next, add 80 milliliters, 1/3 cup, of condensed milk to the whipped cream and continue beating until fully incorporated. Transfer the coffee cream into a piping bag fitted with a star tip. I use the N336 nozzle. To assemble the dessert, place a layer of chocolate cookies at the bottom of each cup. Pipe a layer of coffee cream on top. If your cup is deep enough, repeat the layers, finishing with a beautiful swirl of coffee cream on top. For the finishing touch, finely chop some chocolate and sprinkle it over the dessert. Refrigerate the cups for at least 1 hour before serving. This allows the layers to set and the flavors to blend beautifully. Enjoy your delicious coffee dessert in a cup, ready in just 6 minutes. I'd love to hear where you're watching from and how your dessert turned out. Today we will learn how to prepare the classic Diplomate Cream, an exquisite combination of pastry cream and whipped cream that results in a light and airy texture. Its versatility, delicate flavor, and perfect consistency make it an ideal choice for filling and decorating cakes, profiteroles, eclairs, cake layers, and even for creating elegant decorations on cupcakes, mousses, and more. In this tutorial, I'll show you the piping technique in a transparent glass, where you'll see how this cream holds its impeccable shape, even in large quantities. I like teaching this way so you can appreciate the firm texture of the cream and how you can apply it to your cake decorations. This recipe is essential for both those who seek professional results and those who prepare it at home, as it adapts to various preparations and always maintains its perfect shape and flavor. Prepare 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of milk and add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract or the flavor of your choice. Heat the mixture over low heat until it is warm. It should not come to a boil. This will help infuse the flavor into the milk without overheating it. In a bowl, place 11 egg yolks, 215 g/7.6 ounces yolks. If you prefer, you can use fewer yolks, but in this case, I'm using leftovers from other preparations like zephyr. Add 200 g, 1 cup, of regular white sugar and 2 tablespoons, 40 g/1.4 ounces, of cornstarch, which you can substitute with 4 tablespoons of flour if you prefer. Mix gently until combined. Gradually pour the warm milk over the yolk mixture, whisking gently. Once everything is well integrated, pour the mixture back into the saucepan. Cook over medium heat, stirring constantly, until the cream boils and thickens well. The cream should have a thick, smooth, and glossy texture without lumps. This cream is unique because it bridges the gap between different textures. It's more stable than chantilly cream and lighter than mousseline cream, making it an ideal choice for decorations and elaborate desserts. Its texture is incredibly versatile, holding its shape for hours, even under refrigeration. This stability is due to the perfect blend of whipped cream's fat content and pastry cream's thickness. Transfer the cream to another container and cover it with plastic wrap in direct contact with the surface to prevent a crust from forming. Let it cool to room temperature and then refrigerate until ready to use. This pastry cream will be ready to use in your Diplomate Cream recipe or any dessert you wish to fill or decorate. Here I show you 2 types of cream for whipping, one of plant origin and the other of animal origin. In this recipe, I will use 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of plant-based Puratos ambient cream, but you can choose whichever you prefer or the brand you usually use. Pour the cream into a bowl and beat on medium-high speed until it reaches firm and stable peaks. This texture will allow the Diplomate Cream to hold its shape, making it ideal for both filling and decorating desserts. Take the pastry cream out of the fridge, and to give it a smoother and creamier texture, beat it lightly until it is homogeneous and lump-free. You'll see it becomes very creamy after beating. Now incorporate the pastry cream into the whipped cream in several batches, beating at medium-high speed. Repeat this process with the rest of the pastry cream, blending well after each addition, until you have a smooth, airy, and voluminous cream. This mixture will give you a Diplomate cream that is light, stable, and perfect for decorating or filling any dessert. Diplomate cream has roots in French pastry, a country renowned for its influence on global gastronomy and baking. However, its use has spread worldwide due to its versatility and light texture. While the exact creator is unknown, it is a direct derivative of Buttercream cream, another classic cream that combines pastry cream with meringue. The main difference is that Diplomate cream uses whipped cream instead of meringue, giving it more stability and a fluffier texture. The name Diplomate comes from its refined and elegant nature. It's considered a diplomatic mix because it combines two classic preparations, pastry cream and whipped cream. This is how beautiful and firm Diplomate cream turns out. It is delicious and versatile, ideal for a wide variety of desserts. You can use it to fill sheet cakes, multi-layer cakes alternating with other fillings, or even create individual desserts in glasses by combining it with cookies and fresh fruit. Additionally, you can adapt and customize this recipe to your liking to explore new combinations and flavors. Starting from the classic Diplomate cream recipe, we can add flavor with practically any ingredient we like. This way, we can create flavored Diplomate creams such as coffee, chocolate, orange, lemon, mango, and many more. The procedure is practically the same. The key is to prepare the pastry cream previously infused or mixed with the desired ingredient. For example, you can make a pastry cream with chocolate, lemon, praline, coffee, or caramel. You just need to infuse or mix the flavor into the pastry cream before combining it with the whipped cream. Diplomate cream is a globally loved preparation with a rich history and fascinating versatility. In France, it is a staple in classic desserts like the millefeuille and is frequently used to fill profiteroles and eclairs. Italy has embraced it as a filling for traditional cakes and tiramisu variations, while in Latin America, it is a favorite for festive treats and birthday cakes. Even in Japan, Diplomate cream is highly regarded for its delicate texture, often featured in European-inspired pastries. On a technical level, the integration of whipped cream into pastry cream creates a fluffy yet elastic texture, perfect for piping and decorating. Unlike other creams, Diplomate cream maintains its structure without separating, thanks to the firm foundation provided by the pastry cream. This balance of stability, lightness, and flavor has secured its place as a timeless favorite in both professional and home baking. Buttercream is an essential preparation in global pastry making. Its origins date back to European cuisine, but over the years, this preparation has traveled the world, adapting to the traditions and flavors of different cultures. Today I want to share with you a simple and delicious variation: buttercream with condensed milk. This buttercream is particularly easy to make, as it requires only 2 ingredients and follows an exact 1-to-1 ratio, 1 part butter and 1 part condensed milk. Besides its simplicity, this cream stands out for several reasons. It has a smooth and creamy texture, ideal for spreading, filling, and decorating. It has great stability, although it contains a high amount of butter, its texture is firmer than other more delicate creams. However, in very warm climates, it may lose consistency if not kept in a cool or refrigerated environment. It has a unique flavor. The condensed milk provides a balanced sweetness and a slightly caramelized touch that everyone loves. It is highly versatile. You can use it as is or personalize it with essences, gel food coloring, cocoa powder, chocolate, or even coffee to adapt it to your desserts. With just 2 ingredients and a few minutes, you'll have a professional cream ready without complications. I would love to know from which country you are watching me while I start preparing this delicious recipe. Ingredients: 500 g, 2 cups or 1 pound 1.6 ounces of unsalted butter with 82% fat content. Remove the butter from the fridge and let it come to room temperature until it is soft but not melted. It should have a creamy texture, known as pomade consistency. Place the butter in a large bowl, start a timer to control the whipping time and ensure everything turns out perfectly. Also, prepare 500 g, 14 ounces or about 1¼ cups of sweetened condensed milk. Make sure it is at room temperature and that you are using baking condensed milk, not the one used to sweeten coffee, as the latter does not have the proper consistency. Use an electric mixer on high speed and beat for 15 minutes until the butter becomes white, fluffy, and increases in volume. Remember that this whipping is key to obtaining a light and perfect texture. Restart the timer and add the condensed milk in a thin stream while mixing at medium-high speed. Continue beating until you obtain a fine, stable, glossy, and delicious cream. Buttercream is very easy to customize. It can be colored with gel food coloring to create a vibrant palette or flavored with different extracts and essences. Here I show you how to tint this delicious buttercream in different colors using gel food coloring. Add the color little by little and mix until you reach the desired shade. Don't be afraid to add more if necessary, as this cream has excellent absorption without losing its texture. You can stir as much as you want, and I assure you it will not split. Buttercream, with its rich history and multiple applications, is an undisputed classic in global pastry making. With piping bags and different tips, you can take your dessert decorations to the next level. For example, using several tips of the same number, such as Wilton's 1M, you can create various designs like rosettes of different sizes, swirls, detailed flowers, or unique patterns to personalize your cupcakes and cakes. Also, the grass tip number 233 is perfect for simulating grass or similar textures, adding a creative and fun touch to your decorations. It is ideal for decorating a cake for a special occasion or simply enjoying a cupcake at home. Its versatility makes it a favorite among professionals and amateurs alike. Customize the flavors of your buttercream according to your taste. You can add strawberry extract for a sweet and natural touch, lemon zest and juice for a fresh and citrusy flavor, or instant coffee dissolved in hot water for a more sophisticated profile. The possibilities are endless. Look at the incredible texture of this cream. Thanks to prolonged whipping, we achieve a smooth, stable, and lump-free consistency. Buttercream is perfect as a base for fondant, as it creates a smooth surface and helps it adhere properly. It is also ideal as a frosting to smooth cakes or create unique decorative textures. For storage, buttercream can be kept in the fridge for up to a week. If left at room temperature, it will remain stable for several hours as long as it is not exposed to extreme heat or direct sunlight. In winter, take the butter out of the fridge the night before. In summer, 1 or 2 hours will be enough. If you don't plan to use it immediately, you can freeze it and thaw it in the fridge before use. Then, let it reach room temperature and whip it again to restore its creaminess. Buttercream is an essential classic in pastry making. It is ideal for decorating cakes for special occasions or enjoying it on homemade cupcakes. Its versatility makes it a perfect choice for enhancing any dessert, and it is easy to personalize with different flavors and colors to suit your preferences. If you are decorating in a warm place, follow these tips. Fill the piping bags and refrigerate them in 5-minute intervals before using them to maintain the cream's firmness, as the heat from your hands can soften it. Once your cake or dessert is decorated, place it in the fridge so the cream hardens and sets firmly. Here I show you how to decorate using specific piping tips like the grass tip and how to smooth a cake easily with this 2-ingredient frosting. You can also frost your cakes 1 or 2 days in advance, as this cream does not crack or change its texture. If you liked this recipe, don't forget to support me by sharing my videos on your social media. On my channel, you will find a wide variety of recipes for filling, covering, and decorating all kinds of desserts. Try this delicious, versatile, and perfect buttercream for your creations. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. In this video, I'll teach you how to make an extra firm strawberry cream that is not only delicious but also quick and easy to prepare. You can make it in just 5 minutes, and the best part is that it doesn't require butter or refined sugar. A good cream is the secret to many incredible desserts. This strawberry cream is versatile and perfect for filling sponge cakes, pastries, or even creating ice cream. You can also use it to fill individual cups, decorate cakes, cupcakes, and even create elegant and precise dessert decorations. Strawberry cream is more than just tasty. It's packed with health benefits. Strawberries are rich in vitamin C, which supports your immune system and helps your body fight illnesses. Adding this cream to your desserts not only enhances the flavor but also adds a healthy touch that you and your family can enjoy. If you love learning new recipes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more amazing ideas. First step, start by washing and cutting about 600 g, 1.3 pounds, of fresh strawberries into small pieces. Make sure they are clean and fresh for the best results. Prepare a saucepan or a skillet, and once you've chopped the strawberries, place them in the saucepan. Add the juice of half a lemon, about 50 milliliters, 3.4 tablespoons, and let it simmer over medium-low heat. Stir the strawberries occasionally to ensure they cook evenly. For added sweetness, you can include 2 tablespoons of honey, but this step is optional. Allow the mixture to simmer for 2 minutes. While boiling strawberries may slightly reduce their vitamin and antioxidant content, they will still retain many of their health benefits. In fact, cooking them can make some nutrients easier for your body to absorb. Cooking strawberries also intensifies their flavor, making them sweeter and richer, which is why they are perfect for creating jams, pie fillings, sauces, and more. Whether raw or cooked, strawberries are incredibly versatile and can enhance many recipes, so don't hesitate to experiment with them. Blend the strawberries until you achieve a smooth, liquid-like paste. Remove the saucepan from the heat and add a small amount of milk to the hot strawberry puree. Mix well to combine, then add 50 g, 1.8 ounces, of cornstarch. If you prefer to use wheat flour instead, increase the amount to 100 g, 3.5 ounces. Mix the ingredients again and pour in the remaining milk along with a teaspoon of vanilla essence. You'll need a total of 300 milliliters, 10.1 fluid ounces, of milk, which can be either hot or cold. Return the saucepan to the stove and continue stirring constantly until the cream thickens to the desired consistency. Transfer the strawberry cream to a clean container, cover it with plastic wrap to prevent a skin from forming, and let it cool for at least 2 hours. Allow it to come to room temperature first before placing it in the fridge to chill completely. Once the cream has cooled and firmed up, beat it in a separate bowl to restore its smooth and creamy texture. Whip 250 milliliters, 8.5 fluid ounces, of very cold heavy cream for about 3 minutes or until soft peaks form. This cream is perfect for preparing ahead of time. You can make it a day in advance, and it will keep well in the fridge for up to 5 days. This recipe yields enough to fill a sheet cake or an 18 centimeters, 7-inch, diameter cake with 2 generous layers of filling. If you plan to use this cream for decorating, I recommend doubling the batch or adding another 250 milliliters, 8.5 fluid ounces, of heavy cream. The texture is perfect for piping and holds its shape beautifully in a piping bag, making it ideal for creating elegant decorations. Gradually fold it into the whipped cream while mixing until you achieve a firm, smooth, and thick consistency. I hope you try this recipe. It's a simple, affordable, and absolutely delicious addition to your desserts. Whether you're filling a cake, decorating cupcakes, or preparing an elegant dessert, this strawberry cream is sure to impress. Give it a try at home, and don't forget to leave your comments and suggestions in the video section. French buttercream is a refined technique that requires skill due to the delicate cooking of the sugar. It is an exquisite emulsion of butter and syrup widely used in French pastry to create a variety of irresistible desserts. Its unmistakable flavor and creamy texture enhance the character of each creation, adding a touch of elegance and sophistication to pastry making. Although simpler methods exist to prepare buttercream, this particular one stands out for its ability to deliver the best results and exceptional stability. Additionally, its versatility allows for the preparation of small quantities with equal success. Its smooth and firm texture makes it the perfect choice for covering and filling cakes, thanks to its ease of spreading evenly over each layer. Moreover, its consistency makes it ideal for piping bag decoration, allowing for beautiful designs with precision and detail. In summary, French buttercream is an important ingredient that elevates the art of pastry to new heights of exquisiteness. Procedure and correct steps. In a heavy-bottomed saucepan, place 250 g of granulated white sugar, 1 1/4 cups, and 100 milliliters of water, 6 3/4 tablespoons. It is essential to follow this order, first the sugar and then the water. The amount of water is minimal, just enough to moisten the sugar, therefore, we avoid overfilling. As you can see, I've set a timer so you can control the exact time needed to make this buttercream from start to finish with the indicated quantity. Prepare the ingredients. Place the 8 egg yolks in a bowl. It's crucial that they are at room temperature, so it's important to take the eggs out of the fridge a while before starting to prepare the French buttercream. Begin on low heat and let the syrup reach 120 degrees Celsius (248 degrees Fahrenheit). Around 100 degrees Celsius (212 degrees Fahrenheit), start beating the yolks at medium speed. Although using a thermometer is useful, it's not essential. To check the sugar's cooking, you can dip the whole of a spatula, most have one, into the syrup and blow strongly to form bubbles this way. This means the syrup is ready. It will take about 8 minutes for this quantity. Once the proper temperature is reached, remove the syrup from the heat and let it rest for a minute. Then gradually add the syrup to the yolks without stopping the beating. It's crucial to pour the syrup in a thin, steady stream. Once it's fully incorporated, increase the mixer speed and continue beating until the mixture cools completely. I use a common hand mixer to make the cream, but if you have a stand mixer, the result will be even better. Once the mixture has cooled, start adding the butter, 330 g, 11.6 ounces, of unsalted butter at room temperature, softened to a pomade texture. Do not use margarine. The butter should be soft enough to press with your finger but not melted. Gradually incorporate it in small cubes while continuing to beat until achieving a smooth, shiny, and perfect cream. If you add the butter while the mixture is still slightly warm, there's a risk the cream will turn liquid or curdle, so be cautious with this step. If you won't use it immediately, it's best to store it covered in the fridge. Due to the butter content, it will harden over time. To make it easier to handle, take it out of the fridge a while before use. It's important to note that this cream is not suitable for high temperatures. Avoid leaving it out of the fridge in warm climates. Regarding its shelf life, this cream keeps well in the fridge for about a week and can also be frozen, maintaining its quality for up to 3 months. Once the French buttercream is ready, it's time to flavor it if desired. You can add coffee extract, chocolate, praline, vanilla essence, or other ingredients of your choice. You may also leave it plain. This recipe yields approximately 600 g, 21.2 ounces, of buttercream. If you think you don't need that much, you can have the recipe. When the cream is ready, it has a flexible, shiny, and creamy texture. As you can see, for decoration, I use the Wilton 1M piping tip. If you live in a very hot area, I recommend filling piping bags and placing them in the fridge for a minute or less, depending on the cream's texture. However, keep in mind not to leave them for too long, as the cream will harden and become more difficult to handle for decoration. Here, I'll show you how to tint this cream and its resulting consistency. Once tinted, it does not change its consistency at all, it remains firm and perfect. In this case, I am using a large piping tip, number 1E. Furthermore, I'll demonstrate a cake decorated and frosted with this same cream. With this amount, you can frost and decorate a cake approximately 15 to 18 centimeters, 6 to 7 inches, in diameter and 10 centimeters, 4 inches tall, creating large rosettes. If you find my tips helpful and like my way of explaining, I'm delighted because many of you leave very positive comments and tell me that you finally achieve firm, perfect creams without curdling thanks to my tutorials. This fills me with joy. And I thank you for subscribing to my channel, sharing, and commenting. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come, tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. Today we're going to learn some basic techniques to make beautiful roses, how to color Italian meringue, and I'll give you tips, tricks, and solutions to common issues when making this extra firm Italian meringue. First, divide the Italian meringue into several bowls depending on the colors you want to achieve. I recommend using gel food coloring for the best results. I use gel colorings from 3 different brands to show you how well they work. They don't alter the texture of the meringue at all, it remains just as firm and perfect. To achieve a lighter or stronger tone, it depends on the amount of coloring you add. The gel colorings I use are strong and high quality, but even so, if you're looking for a strong red or black tone, you'll need to add a lot of coloring to achieve it. For a dark green tone, I had to add green coloring several times plus a drop of black coloring. In the 19th century, Italian meringue was more than just a delicious dessert component, it was a symbol of refinement and status. Sugar, a luxury item during that era, was expensive and not readily available to the general population. The ability to create desserts featuring Italian meringue demonstrated both access to this prized ingredient and the skill to use it. The intricate designs and decorations made possible by Italian meringue were often showcased at lavish banquets and royal gatherings. To make the roses, I'm going to use piping tips from different brands, large and small. This is piping tip number 128 for making large roses. This is a curved petal piping tip, number 874, which is great for making beautiful large roses. Here I have two almost identical piping tips from different brands but with the same number, 125. These two tips are also identical, one without a number, bought from AliExpress, and the other is number 123. Next, we have leaf piping tips, numbers 68 and 113. Here I'm showing you rice cones also bought from AliExpress, which are very useful for forming the roses along with this decorating stand or nail. To attach the piping tip to the piping bag, do it this way: slide the tip inside the bag until it fits and cut the tip of the piping bag. Place the piping bag in a tall glass, folding the edges over the glass for easier filling. Now you can add the meringue by the spoonful. Close the piping bag with a kitchen clip and set it aside for now. Repeat the same steps with the other piping tips. Let's start forming the roses. Place a bit of meringue on the decorating nail and attach the rice cone. Start forming the rose. When decorating, pay attention to the speed and pressure. Beginners often decorate slowly at first, which can create an uneven look. Pressure is also important. Too much pressure will deform the decoration, and too little will make your work look shaky. Once you feel comfortable, this will improve, so don't worry. Practice as many times as needed. They say practice makes perfect. While you watch, enjoy, and learn how to decorate with these piping tips, I'll talk about potential issues you might face when making this extra firm Italian meringue. If the meringue holds its peak but starts to collapse when decorating, it might be due to underbeating or excessive humidity in the environment. Both can cause the meringue to soften. If the meringue is sticky and doesn't smooth out well, it could be because the sugar syrup has too much sugar relative to the egg whites or if the syrup was overcooked. This also happens if the egg white quantity is higher than the recommended amount or if the meringue wasn't whipped enough to become creamy, shiny, and extra firm. If the meringue separates and releases liquid after resting, this happens when the egg whites were overbeaten before adding the syrup was not at the right consistency, or the syrup was added too quickly. It can also happen if the meringue wasn't whipped enough after combining the ingredients. This is how beautifully perfect and well-defined decorations look with this extra firm Italian meringue. I encourage you to make this recipe without fear. Italian meringue is deeply rooted in European culinary history and is thought to have been created in Italy during the 17th century. It gained widespread recognition when François Machelot, a French chef serving aristocrats, included a recipe for meringue in his groundbreaking cookbook, Le Cuisinier Royal et Bourgeois in 1691. This marked the first recorded instance of meringue in French cuisine, but the technique itself is believed to have already been practiced in Italy and Switzerland. The name Italian meringue distinguishes this method of preparation from others like French and Swiss meringue. Italy's love for pastries and desserts likely spurred the refinement of the technique, especially for creating stable foams that could hold elaborate shapes for extended periods. This stability made Italian meringue ideal for constructing sophisticated decorations and for use in ornate cakes and pastries. Interestingly, the meringue's exact invention remains somewhat of a mystery, as various forms of beaten egg whites with sugar existed across Europe. However, Italy's tradition of combining culinary precision with artistic presentation likely led to the development of the specific hot syrup method that sets Italian meringue apart. It wasn't until the 18th and 19th centuries that Italian meringue became a cornerstone of pastry making across Europe, influencing countless recipes in both savory and sweet kitchens. Today, it continues to symbolize the fusion of science and artistry in baking, with its roots proudly tied to Italian ingenuity. I want to show you how this meringue in decoration look after 3 days in the fridge. The colors didn't change at all. I stored it in the fridge just like this, uncovered, on a plate. The only difference is that it dried out a bit, which is normal. You can see there's no liquid on the plate. The Italian meringue is perfect. Italian meringue stands out among its counterparts due to its remarkable resistance to humidity. While French meringue tends to weep or soften in damp conditions, Italian meringue remains resilient because the sugar syrup used in its preparation stabilizes the proteins in the egg whites. This makes it a favorite for bakers in tropical or coastal regions, where high humidity often causes issues with other types of meringue. The syrup's temperature during the cooking process, 118 degrees Celsius, 245 degrees Fahrenheit, creates a unique texture that is less likely to absorb moisture from the surrounding air. This characteristic is particularly valuable when making intricate decorations or desserts that need to maintain their shape over time. In hot climates, Italian meringue is often preferred for desserts like tarts, mousses, and pavlovas, as it doesn't collapse as easily as French meringue under warm conditions. For those who still don't know how to make Italian meringue, here's the recipe I use. Add 300 g, 1½ cups, of sugar to a saucepan with 125 milliliters, half a cup, of water. Separately, in a bowl, add 150 g, about 4 large egg whites, and 2 packets of vanilla sugar, 8 g each, or 1 teaspoon of regular sugar and a bit of vanilla extract as a substitute. Set a timer, as in many of my tutorials, to help you with the timing for each step. Italian meringue requires boiling the syrup on medium-low heat in one pan while beating the egg whites in another bowl. If you have a thermometer, the ideal syrup temperature is 118 degrees Celsius, 245 degrees Fahrenheit. Without a thermometer, you can tell the syrup is ready when it starts bubbling, which takes about 7 minutes for this amount. Turn off the heat and add a teaspoon of lemon-flavored fruit salt, or replace it with a teaspoon of lemon juice or vinegar. Mix the fruit salt with the hot syrup and slowly pour it into the whipped egg whites while continuing to beat. Using a professional mixer makes this step easier, but I like to demonstrate using a regular, inexpensive hand mixer to show everyone can achieve an extra firm, shiny, and delicious meringue. Italian meringue was especially admired in France and England, where it became a staple of haute cuisine. Famous pastry chefs of the time, such as Marie-Antoine Carême, used it to craft architectural masterpieces, including towering croquembouches and multi-tiered cakes. After 13 minutes of whipping, you'll have a firm and shiny meringue, but if you whip for 2 more minutes, you'll achieve an extra firm texture. Notice how it clings to the mixer blades, it's incredibly firm. It's still warm, which is perfect for decorating cakes or using piping tips for various designs. This meringue holds up very well at room temperature in any climate. It's the most economical, well-known, and widely used cream in baking worldwide. It also stores well in the fridge for 4 days. Cake decorations stay intact without collapsing, melting, or changing. Leftover meringue can be stored in an airtight container or even frozen for up to a month. The meringue's ability to hold its shape for days was a game changer, allowing chefs to experiment with more ambitious designs. Even as sugar became more accessible in the 20th century, Italian meringue retained its reputation as an elegant and professional technique. To this day, it is associated with high-quality desserts and the skill of a trained pastry chef, making it a timeless representation of sophistication in the culinary world. Here's a tip for creating impressive, unique roses. Use piping tip number 125, or a similar petal tip in a larger or smaller size. Paint a thin line of gel food coloring, like wine red or your preferred color, along the thinner edge of the piping tip using a skewer. Fill the piping bag with meringue, and you'll see it doesn't change the texture, it remains firm and perfect. Now, I'll show you my easy method for making roses. You'll need a decorating nail, an essential and accessible tool available at baking supply stores along with piping tips. Add a bit of Italian meringue to the nail to form the center of the rose. Cover the center with a ribbon of meringue, wrapping it 2 or 3 times, and then start forming the petals. Keep the thick part of the piping tip down to create beautiful white roses with red edges. With this amount of Italian meringue, you can cover a cake 15 to 18 centimeters, 6 to 7 inches, in diameter and 10 centimeters, 4 inches, tall, plus make 3 to 5 roses and some small decorations. Extra firm lemon cream is the ideal alternative to take your baking creations to the next level. This delicious cream has been carefully formulated to achieve a firm consistency, making it perfect for filling, covering, and decorating cakes with great precision and a very professional finish. Thanks to its refreshing and citrusy flavor, this cream adds a vibrant and delicious note to any dessert. Its firmness makes it especially suitable for decorating and filling small desserts like cupcakes or small cakes, allowing you to create decorative details with precision. The intense lemon flavor offers an ideal balance between sweet and tangy, making this cream a versatile and delicious filling perfect for both traditional recipes and more innovative creations. With extra firm lemon cream, you'll amaze your guests with a fresh and captivating flavor while adding an elegant and sophisticated touch to your preparations. Don't hesitate to try it and see how this cream transforms your desserts. I invite you to stay with me to learn how to make this delicious lemon cream. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment telling me where in the world you're watching from, and share this recipe with your friends on social media. This way, you'll be helping my channel continue to grow. Thank you very much for your support. Slice 4 or 5 lemons and squeeze them. You'll need a total of 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of lemon juice. You can also substitute lemons with mandarins or oranges, it'll be delicious in both cases. Prepare a saucepan and add 4 whole medium eggs. Whisk them lightly. Add half a cup, 100 g, of sugar and 60 g, half a cup, of cornstarch. Mix everything very well. You can adjust the sugar quantity to your taste or substitute it with brown sugar or sweetener. Cornstarch acts as a thickener, while the eggs provide creaminess and smoothness to the preparation. If you prefer, you can substitute cornstarch with 120 g, 1 cup, of all-purpose flour. The eggs are optional, so you can omit them if you want an egg-free cream. Next, add all the lemon juice to the saucepan with the eggs and mix very well. Heat the saucepan and optionally add a teaspoon of vanilla extract or lemon essence. Stir constantly while cooking the mixture until it boils and thickens, which will take about 3 minutes. At this point, you'll have a delicious lemon pastry cream. Transfer the cream to a heat-resistant bowl. Cover it with plastic wrap in direct contact with the surface, and let it cool completely. First, let it come to room temperature, and then store it in the fridge. Incorporate the citrus cream once it's cold and firm, but first, beat it in a separate bowl to make it creamier. Once the cream is beaten and smoother, continue with the recipe. Add 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of very cold heavy cream and beat it for 2 minutes or until soft peaks form. I use vegetable cream ambient puratos, but the name may vary depending on the region. It's also called heavy cream, whipping cream, or chantilly cream. Even though I use vegetable cream, you can use animal-based heavy cream without any issues. When the cream is firm, start adding the citrus cream and beat until you get a firm, smooth, and thick cream. Beat everything together for 1 more minute to integrate well, and you're done. This is how the extra firm lemon cream turns out, with its shiny, silky, and perfect texture. I use Wilton's 1M piping tip, 2 identical tips, the 1E tip, and the large number 353 tip. Here, I want to show you how I color it with 2 different brands of gel coloring. The best part is that the cream doesn't lose its firmness or original texture. Having this lemon cream allows you to personalize your baking decorations, adapting them to any occasion or theme. Have fun experimenting with different colors and creating unique designs. I hope you're encouraged to make this cream. It's delicious, affordable, and very easy to prepare. This cream can be prepared a day in advance. It keeps perfectly in the fridge for up to 5 days. It's ideal for filling pastries, cakes, tarts, cupcakes, profiteroles, or layered desserts in individual glasses with different flavors. It's even great for making delicious lemon ice cream. It's not suitable for covering cakes with fondant. However, if you replace the heavy cream with unsalted butter at room temperature and cream it well, you'll get a perfect frosting for covering cakes with fondant. This recipe yields enough cream to fill and cover a 20 cm, 8-inch, diameter and 10 cm, 4-inch, tall cake. The cream works very well with a piping bag. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. In this video, I will show you how to make a delicious extra firm kiwi cream in just 5 minutes without using eggs or butter. This cream has an extra firm texture, making it ideal for filling cakes and tarts, as well as decorating desserts with precision and elegance. Kiwi is a fruit rich in vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps strengthen the immune system and protect the body against diseases. The cream is super easy to prepare, and you can have it ready in just a few minutes. Step 1. Peel and cut 4 kiwis into small pieces and set them aside for now. The amount of kiwi I use is 500 grams, 17.6 ounces. If you're feeling adventurous, you can try making this cream with other fruits like mango, passion fruit, or strawberries. The method is the same, and it opens up endless flavor possibilities. Prepare a saucepan or skillet and place it on the stove. Add the chopped kiwis and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 25 g. Stir occasionally and let it boil for 2 minutes. Now add the juice of half a lemon, about 50 milliliters, 3.4 tablespoons, while it continues to boil over medium heat. Mash the kiwis this way until you get a liquid like kiwi puree. Add a little milk. Mix a bit to integrate the milk and add 50 grams, 1.8 ounces, of cornstarch. If you want to substitute cornstarch with wheat flour, the amount would be 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, of flour. Mix again, then add the rest of the milk and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. The total amount of milk I use is 300 milliliters, 1¼ cups. This can be either hot or cold. Return the saucepan to the heat, and without stopping stirring, bring the cream to a boil until it thickens well. One interesting thing about kiwis is that they contain an enzyme called actinidin, which makes them excellent for tenderizing meats. While we're not using them for that here, it's a fun fact that highlights how versatile this fruit is in both savory and sweet recipes. This cream can also be a hit for kids' desserts. You can layer it with crushed biscuits or granola in small jars to make fun, individual-sized treats that are as delicious as they are colorful. Now transfer the kiwi cream to a container, preferably made of steel or glass. Cover the cream with plastic wrap and let it cool for at least 2 hours. First, let it come to room temperature, then store it in the refrigerator. Next step, add 250 milliliters, 1 cup, of very cold heavy cream or whipping cream, and beat for 3 minutes or until soft peaks form. The next step is to add the cooled and thickened kiwi cream. But first, whip it separately in a bowl to give it a bit of creaminess before adding it to the whipped cream. Add it gradually while whipping until you get a firm, fine, and thick cream. You can make this cream a day in advance. It keeps very well in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. This amount will be enough to fill a sponge cake or an 18 centimeters, 7-inch diameter tart with 2 generous layers of filling. If you want to use this cream for decorating as well, I recommend making a double batch or adding an additional 250 milliliters, 1 cup, of heavy cream. And here's a little tip: if you make extra cream, you can freeze it in small portions. When you need it, just let it thaw in the fridge and whip it lightly before using. It'll be good as new. Oh, and this cream isn't just for cakes. It's great for filling eclairs, layering in parfaits, or even as a dip for fresh fruit. Imagine dipping strawberries or cookies into it. Delicious. What makes it so special is that it's a dessert that not only tastes great but also provides plenty of health benefits. It's a treat you can feel good about enjoying. Did you know that kiwi seeds are not just edible but also packed with nutrients? Those tiny black seeds in the cream add a subtle crunch and are full of omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for heart health. Plus, the natural acidity of kiwi not only enhances the flavor but also helps the cream stay fresh longer in the fridge, making it perfect for preparing in advance. As you can see, the cream holds its shape perfectly when piped. It's firm and flawless. I hope you make this cream. It's delicious, economical, and super easy to prepare. Did you know that kiwis have twice the vitamin C of an orange? They also help boost your defenses. Their high vitamin C, folic acid, and mineral content make this fruit a great ally for our immune system. These nutrients stimulate the production of antibodies that act as a barrier against viral diseases. This kiwi cream with brown sugar is a delicious and healthy alternative to conventional creams, as it contains no eggs or butter. I hope you enjoy this recipe and try it at home. Don't hesitate to leave me your comments and suggestions in the comments section of the video. And if you have any leftover kiwi cream, you can use it as a topping for pancakes, waffles, or even a simple bowl of yogurt. It elevates everything with its unique flavor. Finally, the natural vitamin C in the kiwi not only boosts your immune system but also acts as a natural preservative, which is one of the reasons this cream holds up so well for several days in the fridge. It's like a dessert and a little health booster all in one. Mandarin and lemon extra firm cream is the perfect choice to elevate your baking creations to another level. This delicious cream, specially formulated to be extra firm, is ideal for filling, covering, and decorating cakes with precision and professionalism. With the citrusy touch of mandarins and the freshness of lemon, this cream adds a refreshing and exquisite flavor to your desserts. Its firmness makes it perfect for filling and decorating individual desserts such as cupcakes and small cakes, as it allows you to create decorative details with great precision. The combination of mandarins and lemon gives it the perfect balance between sweet and citrusy. This makes it a wonderfully versatile filling that adapts to both traditional cakes and more modern creations. In all my recipes, I always include both European and American measurements. This way, you can follow the recipe regardless of the measurement system you're most familiar with. Whether you use grams, milliliters, or cups and ounces, you'll be able to make the recipes easily and accurately. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment letting me know which country you're watching from, and share this exquisite recipe with your friends on your social media. This way, you can help my channel grow. Thank you so much for your support. First step, cut 4 or 5 mandarins and 3 or 4 lemons. Then squeeze the fruit. You will need 500 milliliters, about 2 cups, of mandarin and lemon juice in total. You can also substitute the mandarins with oranges, and it will be delicious in either case. Prepare a saucepan and add 4 medium eggs. Add half a cup of sugar, 100 g, and stir a bit. I also suggest that you can add less sugar or substitute it with brown sugar or sweetener. Add 50 grams, about a quarter cup, of cornstarch and mix very well. You can also mix the cornstarch with a bit of mandarin juice and then add it to the mixture to make it easier to integrate. The cornstarch acts as a thickening agent, while the eggs provide creaminess and smoothness to the preparation. It's important to note that you have the option to substitute the cornstarch with 100 grams, about 3/4 cup, of all-purpose flour. Now add all the mandarin and lemon juice to the saucepan with the eggs and stir very well. Put the saucepan on the heat. Optionally, you can add a teaspoon of vanilla extract or lemon extract, and without stopping stirring, bring the cream to a boil for 3 minutes or until it thickens well. Transfer the cream to a heat-proof bowl, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it cool completely. First, let it temper and then store it in refrigerator. The next step would be to add the cold and hardened citrus cream, but first, whisk it in a separate bowl to give it a bit of creaminess. Once the cream is cooled and whipped, continue with the recipe. Add 500 grams, about 2 cups, of very cold heavy cream and whip it for a minute or until soft peaks form. I use Ferrero's vegetable cream. This cream may have different names depending on the region and country. For example, it may be called cream, chantilly, heavy cream, or whipped cream. The names may vary depending on the location, but they generally refer to the same whipped dairy cream preparation. When the cream is firm, start gradually adding the citrus cream and whip until you get a firm, smooth, and thick cream. Now whip everything together for 1 or 2 minutes to integrate well, and that's it. This cream can be made a day in advance. This cream holds up very well for 5 days in the fridge. This cream is perfect for filling sheet cakes, pastries, tarts, cupcakes, profiteroles, or individual cups in several layers combined with different flavors. It can also be used to make a delicious ice cream with cookies in several layers. This cream is not suitable for covering cakes with fondant. However, if instead of adding the heavy cream, you add unsalted butter at room temperature, creamed, I assure you it is suitable for covering cakes with fondant. This amount will be enough to fill and cover a 20 centimeters, 8-inch, diameter and 10 centimeters, 4-inch, high cake. As you can see, the cream pipes very well with a piping bag. I use Wilton 1M piping tip and tip 1E. Using fresh orange and lemon juice in this recipe has several benefits. First, it adds a natural and fresh flavor, with an authentic citrus touch that can't be achieved with commercial juices. Additionally, fruits like mandarins and lemons are rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, making the cream not only delicious but also more nutritious. By using fresh fruit, you have full control over the quality, ensuring that the cream has a purer taste, free from additives or preservatives. And, of course, the fruit juice gives it a smooth, light texture that makes it even more enjoyable to taste. I hope you make this cream. It's delicious, economical, and very easy to make. With mandarin and lemon extra firm cream, you'll be able to surprise your guests with its fresh and vibrant flavor, as well as give an elegant and professional touch to your baking creations. Experiment with this cream and discover the versatility it brings to your desserts, making it a wonderfully versatile filling that adapts to both traditional cakes and more modern creations. Extra firm Oreo cream, the perfect filling and decoration for cakes and cupcakes. Today, I'll show you how to make an extra firm cream, ideal for filling and decorating cakes, pastries, and cupcakes. No butter, ready in just 5 minutes, and with an irresistible Oreo flavor. This cream has the perfect texture, super firm, creamy, and easy to work with, making it perfect for any type of decoration or filling. Plus, there's no extra sugar added because the ingredients are perfectly balanced for a spectacular sweetness. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to prepare it, with tips and tricks to ensure it turns out perfect every time. This cream will be your best ally for impressing on any occasion. Just look at how firm it is and how well the details hold when piped. This cream is absolutely delicious, with an irresistible Oreo flavor that everyone will love. It's an easy, quick recipe with a spectacular texture, perfect for any dessert. Follow the step-by-step instructions and surprise everyone with this Oreo cream. It will definitely become your go-to recipe for decorating and filling desserts. Let me know in the comments which country you're watching from before we begin the recipe. Your comments truly make my day. Step 1. Crushing the Oreos. The first thing we'll do is crush a pack of Oreo cookies, including the cream filling, which is 185 g, 6.5 ounces. If you have a food processor, this step will be quick and easy since you'll get a fine crumble in just a few seconds. If you don't have a processor, don't worry. You can also place the cookies inside a sealed plastic bag and crush them with a rolling pin until they are finely ground. Once crushed, set them aside and move on to the other ingredients. Step 2. Choosing the right whipping cream. Here, I want to show you the two main types of whipping cream, as they are called differently in each country: heavy cream, whipping cream, or chantilly cream. Both options are excellent, but for this recipe, I'll use cold vegetable-based whipping cream, Ambient Puratos brand, because I love the extra firm texture it creates. In a bowl, pour 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of cold vegetable-based whipping cream. Start beating at medium speed for about 30 seconds, just enough for the cream to start thickening slightly. Then, increase the speed to the highest setting and continue whipping until you reach a soft peak consistency. This process takes no more than 1 or 2 minutes. Step 3. Mixing the condensed milk and cream cheese. While leaving the half-whipped cream aside, in another bowl, mix 150 milliliters, 5 fluid ounces, of condensed milk with 150 g, 5.3 ounces, of cream cheese. Use a hand mixer or a whisk to fully integrate them until you achieve a smooth, lump-free, and homogeneous mixture. This step is key to giving our cream that creamy and delicious touch, as well as a perfectly balanced sweetness. It's important to mention that we won't be adding any extra sugar to this recipe because the vegetable-based whipping cream already contains sugar, and the condensed milk adds the necessary sweetness. With these ingredients, the cream is perfectly balanced, not too sweet, not too heavy. Now, add the condensed milk and cream cheese mixture to the half-whipped cream. Beat at high speed for 1 or 2 minutes. Step 4. Understanding the difference between dairy and vegetable-based whipping creams. Dairy-based whipping cream is made from cow's milk, has a more natural dairy flavor, and contains about 35% fat, making it perfect for whipping and achieving firm creams. Vegetable-based whipping cream is lighter, already contains sugar, and is very stable, making it ideal for firm decorations that hold up in warm climates. You'll know the cream is ready when it forms stiff peaks that hold their shape when you lift the beaters. Step 5. Incorporating the crushed Oreos. The next step is to add the crushed cookies. Beat just until combined. Make sure everything is well mixed so that every bite of cream has that rich, intense Oreo flavor. And that's it. Our Oreo cream is ready. Look how firm and creamy it is. It's perfect for decorating cakes, cupcakes, or any dessert you want. Step 6. Decorating with piping tips. To show you how well this cream works for decorations, I'll be using piping tips 353, 1E, and 1M by Wilton. These piping tips are ideal for creating beautiful details on cupcakes or elegant borders on cakes. If you love experimenting with decorations, these tips will give you incredible results. Final thoughts. Did you see how easy it is to make this Oreo cream? Now you have a quick, delicious, and super firm recipe for decorating and filling any dessert. It's so versatile that it will quickly become your go-to favorite. Thank you for watching until the end. If you liked this recipe, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my upcoming recipes. Leave me a comment letting me know how you plan to use this cream or where in the world you're making your desserts. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. In this video, I invite you to discover the art of pastry making with this irresistible recipe for Swiss meringue pistachio buttercream. Learn how to create a smooth and exquisite cream that will bring your desserts to life. With a unique flavor perfect for filling cakes and decorating cupcakes. This cream will be your ally in conquering the world of pastry making. Learn how to make it ahead of time and how to store it properly for your upcoming pastry projects. Don't miss this delicious recipe that will transform your desserts into masterpieces of flavor and elegance. Subscribe to my channel to discover more exquisite recipes and learn pastry tricks and tips with me to help you perfect your culinary skills. Grind the pistachios in a food processor until you get a fine and uniform powder. Weigh 200 g, 7 ounces of sugar. 100 g, 3.5 ounces of egg whites, about the whites of 3 eggs. Use a heat-proof bowl. I use the same bowl from the mixer. Stir a little with a whisk. Place the bowl over a bain-marie on medium heat, making sure the water does not touch the bottom of the bowl. Constantly stir the egg white and sugar mixture with a hand whisk until the sugar dissolves completely and the mixture reaches a temperature of approximately 70 degrees Celsius 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Beat the mixture at high speed using a stand or hand mixer until soft, shiny peaks form, and the bowl has cooled completely. This may take around 5 minutes due to the small quantity. Once the Swiss meringue is ready, switch the mixer attachment to the paddle and begin adding the butter in small pieces, ensuring it's at room temperature. This is the texture you should have. Use 300 g, 10.5 ounces of unsalted butter. Margarine cannot be used. Beat at low speed until all the butter is fully incorporated and the mixture is soft and fluffy. If you're using a hand mixer, continue with the whisk attachment until you get a firm, smooth, and perfect Swiss cream. This Swiss meringue buttercream with pistachios and butter is incredibly versatile and convenient to prepare ahead of time. Stored in the refrigerator, covered with plastic wrap, it can keep perfectly for up to 7 days, giving you the freedom to plan your pastry projects in advance. Additionally, its ability to freeze makes it an even more convenient option for future uses. Add the ground pistachios to the Swiss meringue buttercream and mix until evenly distributed. You can also add your favorite flavoring, such as vanilla or pistachio essence, to give an extra touch of flavor. Your pistachio Swiss meringue buttercream is ready to use as a filling for cakes or to decorate cupcakes. Enjoy this delicious and versatile creation in your favorite desserts. This cream is a true treasure for cake decoration. Its firmness and softness make it ideal for covering cakes with fondant, providing a stable and delicious base for your creations. Its perfect consistency also allows for sharp and precise piping with a pastry bag, making it the perfect choice for any type of decoration, from delicate details to high and extravagant swirls on cupcakes. In summary, this pistachio Swiss meringue buttercream is an invaluable ally for any creative baker. Its ability to be prepared ahead of time, its durability in the refrigerator, and its versatility in decoration make it an essential option in any kitchen. Enjoy your creations with this delicious and versatile cream. And whatever you do, don't click away now. The best part is yet to come. Tons of amazing recipes are lined up just for you. Keep watching, because you're about to discover even more incredible ways to elevate your desserts. In today's tutorial, we are making a very easy and foolproof recipe, Russian buttercream with Ferrero Rocher. With this recipe, you don't have to worry about feeling sugar grains, as we use condensed milk and butter. Condensed milk contains the necessary sugar and is already cooked. This cream is exquisite, smooth, firm, and has an incomparable Ferrero Rocher flavor. Stay with me and learn how to make this ideal cream for covering, filling, and decorating cakes, cupcakes, and many individual desserts. The first step is to prepare 6 Ferrero Rocher chocolates in a container where they can be crushed. You can replace the Ferrero Rocher with 2 tablespoons of Nutella and about 6 hazelnuts. Add 3 tablespoons of very hot milk and blend for 2 minutes or until it turns into a liquid paste. Transfer the Ferrero Rocher paste to another container and set it aside for now. The next step is to cream the butter. I use 250 grams, 9 ounces, of unsalted butter with 82% fat, at room temperature. This is the perfect texture it should have. Cream the butter for 3 to 4 minutes. I want to show you a trick to see the difference between butter at the beginning of mixing and when it's fully creamed. Take a bit of butter and place it on the side of a bowl like this. Beat the softened butter for 3 minutes on high speed, then add 150 grams, 5.3 ounces, of cold condensed milk and keep beating for another 3 minutes. Now, look at what I was explaining before. Take a bit of the whipped cream and notice the difference. It's white, silky, firm, and the taste. I can't even describe it, it's exquisite. Just like this, it can be used for filling, covering, and decorating cakes and desserts. This cream can be colored to achieve medium or deep tones using gel or cream food coloring. Next, I will add the Ferrero Rocher paste. I add it as is, with tiny hazelnut pieces. If you prefer, you can strain the paste through a sieve, this is totally optional. Add the paste and mix for a few seconds, just until combined, and it's done. The consistency hasn't changed at all, but the flavor has. If before we had a fine, silky, and exquisite cream, now it's even better. Make this delicious cream, you will love the taste. It is very easy to make and takes very little time. This cream should be kept refrigerated after applying or for storage. It is not very resistant in warm or hot climates. It can be left at room temperature in cold climates or air-conditioned environments. When refrigerated, this cream lasts for 2 weeks. Some may wonder if butter can be replaced with margarine or vegetable shortening. The answer is yes, but I wouldn't sacrifice the taste and the way it melts in your mouth. Thank you so much for joining me in this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this delicious Russian buttercream with Ferrero Rocher as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. This recipe is truly a game changer for decorating and filling cakes, cupcakes, and many other desserts. Its silky texture and rich flavor will surely impress your family, friends, or clients. If you try this recipe, I'd love to hear how it turned out for you. And remember, on this channel, we have many more tutorials waiting for you. Whether you're looking for piping techniques, cake decoration ideas, easy no-bake recipes, or other delicious creams for your desserts, you'll find plenty of inspiration here. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so and turn on the notifications so you never miss a new recipe. Thank you again for being here, for your support, and for sharing this sweet journey with me. Snickers cream is a creamy and delicious mixture, perfect for filling and covering cakes, profiteroles, individual desserts, or decorating cupcakes. It's ideal for peanut and chocolate lovers. Bring 350 milliliters, 1½ cups, of heavy cream with 35% fat to a gentle boil. Once the foam rises, pour it into a bowl with 250 g, 8.8 ounces, of dark chocolate. Add 50 g, 1.76 ounces, of Nutella and 50 g, 1.76 ounces, of peanut butter. Finally, incorporate 300 g, 10.5 ounces, of mascarpone, at room temperature or cold. Use an immersion blender to mix all the ingredients until you get a smooth and homogeneous cream. If you prefer to simplify the process, you can add all the ingredients directly to the same saucepan where you boiled the cream and blend them there until integrated. This cream is perfect for filling and covering cakes, with an irresistible chocolate and peanut flavor. This smooth and manageable cream is ideal for frosting a cake that has been left to rest for a day. Place the unmolded cake on a base and clean the sides to collect and remove any excess cream. Add approximately half of the cream on top and, with a spatula, spread it from the center toward the edges. My cake measures 20 by 20 centimeters, 8 by 8 inches, and is 10 centimeters, 4 inches, tall. Then, apply portions of cream on the sides and smooth it out with the spatula to completely cover the cake. If you're a beginner and can't achieve a smooth finish, use a patterned cake comb to decorate the sides and top, achieving a well-coated cake in 1 or 2 minutes. Once I finish covering the cake, I store it in the fridge. Cover the remaining cream with plastic wrap to prevent it from forming a crust and leave it out of the fridge so it stays soft and ready to decorate the cake later. I take the cake out of the fridge, and as you can see, the cream has hardened completely. When touched, it feels firm and consistent. I fill a piping bag with the remaining Snickers cream, use a large 1E tip, and start decorating the cake. Notice the perfect texture of the cream, smooth, shiny, and easy to work with. Finally, I decorate the cake with golden, white, and pink sprinkles, adding an elegant touch that enhances its presentation. The result is spectacular. Snickers cream can be stored in an airtight container in the fridge for 3 to 4 days. It's important to leave it at room temperature for 30 minutes before use, or slightly heat it in the microwave or a water bath if necessary, depending on your home's temperature. It can also be frozen for up to 1 month. To use it, thaw it in the fridge and then adjust its texture as mentioned before. Among its benefits, its versatile texture stands out, smooth for spreading and firm for decorations, perfect for covering and filling cakes. Its flavor is balanced, with the sweetness of chocolate and Nutella complemented by the salty touch of peanut butter, achieving a delicious result. I hope you enjoy decorating with this cream. Prepare a Swiss meringue buttercream like a true expert. Learn the secrets to achieving a smooth and less sweet texture. Discover the versatility of this cream in baking and become a master in the kitchen. You won't have to worry anymore about creams that split or don't reach the desired consistency, as this tutorial will show you how to get a perfect cream every time. In this video, we will discover together the secret to an irresistible buttercream, the classic buttercream with a Swiss meringue base. This variant is known for its smooth and silky texture that melts in your mouth like a cloud. The best part is that it is not as greasy and sweet as traditional buttercream, making it perfect for those looking for a delicate flavor and lighter consistency. Expert bakers love this recipe because it is very versatile. You can customize it with different flavors and colors, making it the perfect choice for any occasion and creation. The formula to remember for this delicious buttercream is very simple. For every measure of egg whites, you need 2 measures of sugar and 3 measures of unsalted butter. It's very easy to adapt depending on the quantity you need. For the homemade raspberry jam, follow this simple recipe. Place 250 grams, 9 ounces, of frozen or fresh raspberries in a saucepan, add 2 tablespoons of sugar and 60 milliliters, a quarter cup, of water. Let the mixture boil over medium heat for about 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Once the jam has thickened, remove the saucepan from the heat. If you prefer a smoother texture, pass the raspberry jam through a sieve to remove the seeds, just like I do. This step is optional since some people enjoy the texture with the seeds. Let the obtained jam cool while we continue with the Swiss meringue recipe. Here are the measurements in cups. Half a cup of egg whites, equivalent to 125 grams or about 3 egg whites. 1 cup of sugar, 250 grams. 1½ cups of unsalted butter, 375 grams. Additionally, to give it a special and delicious touch, we will incorporate 6 tablespoons of homemade raspberry jam. In a heat-resistant bowl, mix the egg whites and sugar and place it over a double boiler on the stove, where we already have a saucepan with boiling water. Mix constantly for about 3 minutes until reaching a temperature between 140 to 149 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 to 65 degrees Celsius. You should feel that when you touch it with your fingertips, the mixture is very, very hot, almost burning, and the sugar has completely dissolved. Remove from the double boiler and transfer the mixture to another heat-proof bowl. Using a handheld mixer, beat the egg whites on medium-high speed until they thicken and cool down. I will set a timer to help you know the time needed to beat this Swiss meringue with butter and raspberries. This meringue is very popular because the egg whites are pasteurized before whipping, so it can be safely consumed even while raw. After 4 minutes of beating, my Swiss meringue is ready at 93 degrees Fahrenheit 34 degrees Celsius, which is perfect for starting to add the butter gradually. The amount of unsalted butter I use is 375 grams, 1.5 cups, as I mentioned before. Add it in 2 batches and beat on high speed as you add the butter. The meringue will become liquid and will reach a point where you might think it has split. Don't stop. Keep beating and add all the butter. In just a few seconds, it will transform on its own and become completely smooth, firm, and ready to use. Swiss meringue is widely used in baking, as it is shiny and quite easy to prepare. It looks beautiful on tarts, cupcakes, and individual desserts. But I must tell you, it is perfect for filling and covering cakes and is the best for decorating with piping tips for any type of decoration. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and beat until fully incorporated. You can prepare this cream a couple of days in advance. It can be stored in the refrigerator for up to a week. It can even be frozen. In total, it took a bit more than 7 minutes of beating for this amount. You can add gel or paste food coloring to this cream. You can also add fruit pastes, syrups, chocolate, Nutella, dulce de leche, cream cheese, mascarpone, and all kinds of flavorings or raspberry jam, just like I do. Add the homemade raspberry jam, and the amount is optional, as per your taste. I add about 6 tablespoons and continue beating until fully incorporated. If the cream looks split, don't panic. Any butter-based cream repairs itself if you beat it with a mixer on high speed, even for 10 to 15 minutes. Watch the cream as it turns creamy again. This cream is perfect for use in summer, as it holds up for several hours outside the fridge. However, it's important to protect it from direct sunlight on the cake. It's best to keep it in a cool place or in the shade during the party to ensure it stays in optimal condition and maintains its perfect texture and flavor. Did you know? Swiss meringue buttercream is believed to have originated in Switzerland during the 19th century. It was developed as a lighter alternative to traditional buttercreams, combining Swiss precision in technique with French culinary influences. While Swiss meringue buttercream is named after Switzerland, its roots can be traced to the broader European meringue tradition, which originated in the 17th century. Swiss bakers perfected the method of gently heating the egg whites and sugar, creating a stable, glossy meringue that serves as the foundation for this buttercream. Swiss meringue buttercream was popularized in the mid-20th century by French and Swiss pastry chefs who sought a smoother, more sophisticated alternative to the sugary American buttercream. It became a staple in European pâtisseries due to its delicate texture and refined taste. One of the reasons Swiss meringue buttercream is so smooth and silky is because the egg whites are gently heated with sugar to dissolve all the sugar granules. This heating process also pasteurizes the egg whites, making it safer to consume than raw meringues. Also, unlike the traditional American buttercream, Swiss meringue buttercream is much less sweet because it uses whipped egg whites instead of just powdered sugar. This gives it a lighter, smoother texture and a more refined taste. Swiss meringue buttercream is naturally whiter in color compared to other buttercreams. This is because the process of whipping egg whites creates a bright, glossy meringue base, making it an excellent choice for cakes that need a pure white finish without food coloring. I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I do and that my explanation is helpful. Share this recipe with your friends and on your social media. I truly appreciate your support and the lovely comments you leave on the channel. Thank you so much. In this video, I'll teach you how to prepare a delicious ripe banana pastry cream. Without added refined sugar, without cow's milk, and gluten-free. We will use almond milk and cornstarch to achieve a smooth and creamy texture. perfect for your favorite desserts. Don't miss this delicious tutorial and learn how to prepare this ripe banana pastry cream without complications. You can use it as a filling for cakes, tarts, or any other dessert of your choice. The first step is to peel and cut 5 ripe bananas, reserving them for use in this recipe. Pastry cream, or crème pâtissière, is a cornerstone of French pâtisserie and was first documented in France in the 17th century. It is believed to have originated in royal kitchens, becoming a staple in classic desserts like eclairs, profiteroles, and tarts. Its smooth and versatile texture makes it an essential ingredient in professional baking. Chefs love pastry cream for its adaptability. It can be flavored with vanilla, chocolate, coffee, or fruit, making it suitable for countless desserts. It's also highly reliable due to its ability to hold its shape when cooled, making it perfect for piping into pastries or layering in cakes. Next, separate 8 medium eggs and keep the yolks, which will be the main ingredient in our pastry cream. If you're looking for recipes that use egg whites, you'll find a variety of options on my channel, such as Swiss, Italian, or French meringue. You can also learn how to prepare crispy and dry meringue kisses, pavlova, or macarons to make the most of all the ingredients. In another container, place 300 milliliters of almond milk, 1 1/4 cups. This option is not only gluten-free but also gives our pastry cream a delicate and pleasant flavor. Prepare a saucepan and place it on the stove. Add 1 teaspoon of butter, 5 grams / about 1/5 ounce, and let it melt slightly. I use unsalted butter, but if you don't have it, you can use salted butter. Add the sliced bananas. Now add the juice of half a lemon, about 40 milliliters, 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons, and while it continues boiling over medium heat, stir constantly. Let it boil for 1 to 2 minutes. The amount of bananas I use is 600 grams. Remove the saucepan from the heat, add a little almond milk, and blend the mixture until you get a smooth banana puree. Add 50 grams of cornstarch, 1/4 cup plus 1 teaspoon, and add the remaining almond milk. In total, it's 300 milliliters, 1 1/4 cups, which can be either hot or cold. Mix again and add the 8 egg yolks to thicken and give a creamy texture to the mixture. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 5 milliliters. The cornstarch acts as a thickening agent, while the egg yolks contribute to the creaminess and smoothness of the preparation. Put the saucepan back on the heat, and without stopping stirring, boil the cream until it thickens well. The ripe banana pastry cream is a healthy and tasty option for those looking to maintain a balanced diet. The ripe bananas provide a natural sweetness to the cream, while the almond milk makes it suitable for those who are lactose intolerant or follow a vegan diet. Additionally, by using cornstarch instead of wheat flour, we achieve a gluten-free version. This pastry cream can be enjoyed by those with gluten sensitivity or celiac disease. In the United States, banana pastry cream is often associated with Southern desserts, reflecting the region's love for banana-based treats. It's a key component in banana cream pies, a classic American dessert that gained popularity in the mid-20th century. What sets it apart in American kitchens is its adaptability. It's commonly used as a filling for trifles, layer cakes, and eclairs. In recent years, banana pastry cream has seen a resurgence in popularity due to the demand for natural, fruit-sweetened desserts. Once thickened, pour the ripe banana cream into a container, preferably glass or steel. Cover the cream with plastic wrap and let it cool for at least 2 hours. First, let it reach room temperature, then store it in the refrigerator. Once cooled and set, beat the ripe banana cream in a separate bowl to make it creamy again. You can use it to fill sheet cakes, tarts, individual dessert cups, tartlets, and many more desserts. Beyond France, pastry cream is a global favorite. In Italy, it's known as crema pasticcera and used in cannoli, while in Spain, it fills traditional roscones de reyes. Its timeless appeal lies in its ability to elevate any dessert with its rich, creamy flavor. Banana pastry cream is a unique twist on the traditional recipe, offering both natural sweetness and a tropical flavor. What makes it special is the dual role of bananas. They act as a natural sweetener, reducing the need for refined sugar, and their creamy texture enhances the consistency of the cream without relying heavily on fats. Bananas are also rich in potassium, vitamins B6 and C, and dietary fiber, making this cream a healthier alternative to traditional versions. A fun fact is that bananas, when cooked, release an even more intense aroma and flavor, adding depth to the pastry cream. Few people know that banana pastry cream can vary in flavor depending on the ripeness of the bananas used. Overripe bananas produce a sweeter and more aromatic cream, while slightly less ripe ones yield a subtler, fresher taste. This versatile cream pairs beautifully with chocolate, nuts, or tropical fruits, making it a favorite among innovative pastry chefs seeking natural and bold flavors. Interestingly, some American bakers add a splash of bourbon or rum to banana pastry cream, giving it a distinctly southern flair. This variation enhances the flavor profile and makes it a favorite for more sophisticated or adult-friendly desserts served at special occasions. The cream's creamy, nostalgic flavor continues to be a hit in bakeries and home kitchens alike. I hope you're encouraged to try this delicious and economical cream, as it's very easy to prepare and full of flavor. Thank you very much. You only need 3 ingredients and 3 minutes to make the perfect cream, ideal for those looking for a quick solution without compromising on quality. This mascarpone cream is a simple yet delicious mixture of whipping cream, mascarpone cheese, and powdered sugar. I'd love to know which country you're watching from as I start the recipe. Begin by adding 500 milliliters of chilled vegetable cream. I use Ambient Puratos brand. Ensuring the cream is very cold helps it whip up more quickly and efficiently. Next, add 2 tubs of mascarpone cheese, 500 g total. You can also substitute mascarpone with 500 g of Philadelphia-style cream cheese if needed. Finally, add 1 cup of powdered sugar. In just 3 minutes, you'll have a light, airy, and perfectly firm cream. Adjust the amount of powdered sugar based on your desired consistency. For a firmer texture, simply add more sugar and beat for a few additional seconds until fully incorporated. You can use any type of cream, whether it's of animal origin, whipping cream, or heavy cream, depending on what it's called in your country. This cream's mild flavor and light texture make it perfect for a variety of desserts such as cake fillings, cupcake toppings, or as a base for tiramisu. Ambient Puratos whipping cream and mascarpone cheese are high-quality ingredients that ensure excellent flavor and texture. Mascarpone cream is a great option for both professional chefs and home baking enthusiasts looking for a quick, tasty, and versatile component for their sweet creations. Support me by sharing my videos on your social media. I use large piping tips, Wilton's number 353, 1E, and 1M. The combination of vegetable cream and mascarpone creates a smooth, creamy texture perfect for adding a touch of elegance to any dessert. This versatile cream complements a wide range of desserts with its neutral, balanced flavor. To keep your mascarpone cream in optimal condition, Store it in an airtight container in the refrigerator at or below 4 degrees Celsius 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The cream can last in the fridge for 3 to 5 days but is not recommended for freezing, as this can affect the texture and quality, causing it to separate and become grainy when thawed. I hope you try making this cream. It's delicious, budget-friendly, and super easy to prepare. Get ready to discover a heavenly combination of flavors in this exquisite duo cream of ripe bananas and chocolate ganache. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to prepare this irresistible cream, perfect for cakes, cupcakes, and various desserts. Get ready to delight your loved ones and yourself with this banana and chocolate ganache duo cream. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with other baking enthusiasts. I guarantee this flavor duo will win you over from the very first bite. We'll start with ripe bananas that will bring a natural sweetness and a creamy texture to our cream. The bananas will be cooked and blended into a smooth, silky puree, which will serve as the base for our first layer of cream. Begin by peeling and chopping 4 ripe bananas, which is approximately 500 grams or 1.1 pounds. I use canary bananas, but you can also use other varieties based on availability, such as plantains, apple bananas, Dominican bananas, burro bananas, Cavendish bananas, or common bananas. Heat a saucepan and add 50 grams of unsalted butter, which is about 3.5 tablespoons. Let it melt slightly, then add the chopped bananas. Squeeze in the juice of half a lemon, which is around 50 milliliters or 3 tablespoons. Optionally, add 1 tablespoon of honey and a teaspoon of vanilla extract for extra flavor. Stir occasionally and let it boil for about 2 minutes. Remove the saucepan from the heat and blend the banana mixture until you achieve a smooth puree. To the hot banana puree, add a little milk. The total amount of milk used will be 300 milliliters or 1¼ cups. First, add a small amount to mix in 50 grams or 1/3 cup of cornstarch. If you prefer, you can substitute this with 100 grams or 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Once the cornstarch is well combined, add the rest of the milk and mix until smooth. Return the saucepan to the heat and stir continuously until the cream thickens nicely. Transfer the banana cream to a metal or glass container. Cover it with plastic wrap, touching the surface to prevent skin from forming, and let it cool for at least 2 hours. To elevate the flavor and add an irresistible touch, we'll prepare a decadent and smooth chocolate ganache. For this, you'll need 250 milliliters or 1 cup of heavy cream. Heat a small saucepan with a bit of water and place a bowl on top, using the double boiler method. Pour the heavy cream into the bowl and let it warm up slightly. Then, add 250 grams or 9 ounces of dark chocolate and stir until it is fully melted and smooth. Optionally, you can add 80 milliliters or 1/3 cup more of heavy cream for a lighter texture. Once the chocolate is melted, cover the ganache with plastic wrap touching the surface and let it cool completely. Now that the banana cream has cooled and set, beat it separately to make it creamy again. In another bowl, add 250 milliliters or 1 cup of very cold heavy cream and whip it for about 3 minutes until firm. Gradually fold in the banana cream into the whipped cream, mixing until you achieve a thick and smooth consistency. This cream can be made a day in advance and can be stored in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. This amount is enough to fill and cover a cake with a diameter of 15 to 18 centimeters or 6 to 7 inches and a height of 10 centimeters or 4 inches. I used this cream to decorate 24 large cupcakes with high rosette-style swirls. The cupcakes turned out beautifully. However, this cream is not suitable for covering fondant cakes or for filling multi-tier fondant cakes. The next step is to beat the cooled ganache to achieve the perfect texture. I like to add a bit more heavy cream, about 80 milliliters or 1/3 cup, to make the ganache even smoother. Use an electric mixer or a hand mixer, starting at a low speed and gradually increasing to medium-high. Beat the ganache for a few minutes until it becomes lighter and more airy. You'll notice the volume increases and the texture becomes fluffier. It's essential to monitor the ganache closely during this process, as overbeating can make it grainy. Stop mixing as soon as you reach the desired texture. Whipping the chocolate ganache is a key step to achieving a delicious, lighter, and fluffier texture. Enjoy the process and make the most of this delightful preparation. Once both creams are ready, you'll learn the art of filling piping bags evenly to ensure a perfect amount of each cream when decorating your creations. This technique will help you achieve a visually balanced and perfect distribution of the creams on your cakes, cupcakes, or any delicious dessert you want to decorate. Once you have both creams prepared, you'll learn how to use them to fill and decorate your cakes and cupcakes. You can layer them alternately for a perfect balance between the sweetness of the banana and the intensity of the chocolate, or you can use one cream as a filling and the other for covering your creations with elegant swirls, or simply spread it artfully over your desserts. The final result will be an explosion of flavors in every bite. The soft, sweet ripe banana will harmonize beautifully with the rich and seductive chocolate ganache, creating a deliciously indulgent experience for your palate. Get ready to captivate your loved ones with this duo cream of ripe bananas and chocolate ganache. Its decadent flavors and impressive appearance will make it the star of any event. Today, I'm bringing you a delicious recipe that I'm sure you'll love. We're going to make a Kinder Bueno cream, perfect for decorating and filling cakes, cupcakes, and much more. I hope you enjoy it. To get started, we'll need 180 grams, 6.3 ounces, of Kinder Bueno, 4 packs, which is 8 bars. 100 milliliters, 3.4 fluid ounces, of very hot milk. First, chop the Kinder Bueno bars and blend them with the hot milk until you get a smooth mixture. If you want to use this cream with piping tips for decoration, you can strain it to get a finer texture. However, if you're just using it to fill a cake, there's no need to strain it. Next, place 250 grams, 8.8 ounces, of unsalted butter at room temperature in a bowl and beat it until it becomes soft and creamy, known as the pomade stage. This will take about 1 minute at high speed. Now, add the Kinder Bueno mixture to the butter and continue beating until everything is fully combined. If you like, you can add a teaspoon of vanilla extract for a special touch. Remember to beat just until everything is well combined. And that's it. You now have a delicious, firm cream that's perfect for piping. I'm using a Wilton 1M piping tip, but you can use any tip you like. On my channel, you'll find many other cream recipes for decorating and filling your favorite desserts. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment telling me which country you're watching from, and share my videos on your social media accounts. Second recipe, perfect cream cheese frosting. Let's make a delicious and perfect cream cheese frosting, ideal for covering, filling, and decorating cakes, cupcakes, and many other desserts. This is a basic cream, very simple to make with common ingredients. It's an absolutely delicious cream that you'll love for its taste and texture. Start by adding 300 grams, 10.6 ounces, of butter at room temperature, softened, or pomade stage, and 150 grams, 5.3 ounces, of powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar. I'll set a timer to help you know the exact beating time needed for this amount. Beat the butter and sugar for 4 minutes on high speed or until you see a very creamy texture. You can also make this cream with a hand mixer, and it will still come out just as perfect and firm. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and beat for another minute. Scrape the sides again, then add a teaspoon of lemon extract. Also, add 300 grams, 10.6 ounces, of cold cream cheese, like Philadelphia or a similar type, and beat just until combined, about 30 seconds. This is the perfect texture you're looking for, firm and smooth. Don't be afraid to make this cream, it won't curdle and is very easy to prepare in just a short time. It's important to follow these steps, have the butter at pomade stage and the cream cheese very cold, and only beat until just combined, nothing more. You can add gel food coloring to this cream and mix gently, or add melted and cooled white chocolate for a delicious twist. This cream is firm and works beautifully with piping tips, giving very defined and beautiful decorations. Third recipe, Raffaello cream. Now let's make a delicious Raffaello cream, perfect for filling cakes, tarts, macarons, or decorating cupcakes. Add 30 grams, 1 ounce, of cornstarch. Then, add 150 grams, 5.3 ounces, of sweetened condensed milk and 2 sachets of vanilla sugar, or substitute with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Add part of the 400 milliliters, 13.5 fluid ounces, of milk, reserving the rest for heating in a saucepan. Mix the cornstarch mixture well and set it aside for now. When the milk in the saucepan is hot, add the cornstarch mixture and stir constantly for 4 to 5 minutes, until it thickens and boils well. Let me know which country you're watching from. I'd also love to know which cream recipe from my channel you've tried. Did it turn out well? Did you like the flavor? What would you change? Remove the saucepan from the heat and add 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, of white chocolate. Mix until the chocolate is melted, then add 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, of shredded coconut. Stir well, transfer the cream to another container, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it cool completely at room temperature. The next step is to beat and cream 250 grams, 8.8 ounces, of softened butter. This is the texture it should have. I use unsalted butter with 82% fat content. Do not use margarine or vegetable shortening. I also recommend that both the cream and the butter be at the same temperature to avoid curdling. Gradually add spoonfuls of the coconut cream to the butter, beating just until combined each time. Repeat until all the cream is added. There's no need to overbeat, just combine. This cream holds up well at room temperature for several hours and can be refrigerated for up to 5 days. The result is a firm, smooth, and delicious cream, perfect for filling cakes, layer cakes, macarons, or cookies, and for decorating cupcakes and pastries. It's a perfect cream, without heavy cream, mascarpone, or cream cheese. It's also budget-friendly and has a delicious coconut and white chocolate flavor, making it perfect for any type of dessert. Share this tutorial with your friends, comment if you liked this recipe, and let me know what future recipes you'd like to see on my channel. Thank you so much for your support. Take care, stay happy, and see you soon.